All right, I'm back. Yeah, wasn't too sure if this thing was working, but it's working. So, well, let's start off with the. Let's see. We learned classic Vanos Crew GTA lore. All right, let's check it out.
Banana bus, banana bus, banana bus. What if we put the bus? What if we?
Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another new video. Today, Pasta and I are reacting to the top new best moments in GTA 6. Just kidding. GTA 6 has been pushed back till next year. Tragic. But if you like GTA 5 and you are excited for GTA 6, join us in watching some of the Vanos Crew's funniest moments ever. I think it can tide us over until May of next year. Maybe drop your favorite moments in the comments below. Let's get right into the video.
Would you baby bird me focus fuel if I needed it?
Girl, I would baby bird you anything. I'd pay you to baby bird me.
I'll baby bird you all the time. We're also gonna baby bird this funny moments, glitches, skits, GTA Online, single player montage, GTA 5 best moments into the comment section's mouth, into the viewers' mouths. So open wide, baby boys, because it's time to get your breakfast.
Okay.
There he is! You hear that? It's Santa Claus! There he is! There's Santa Claus!
Oh my god.
The bus is out of gas, and we need to Flintstone this bitch home, okay? So,
Why do you stand like that?
I don't know.
Banana bus, banana bus, banana bus. It was at that moment where I realized I was on the wrong bus. Such a beautiful mountain, beautiful skies, beautiful sunsets.
It's kind of funny to hear.
In the skies.
Oh my god.
So this is the job interview to become a superhero.
my name is Barry Blue Balls.
My name's Louie, and I'm a monkey.
Oh, wait, is this not for KFC? My special power is that I can change helmets real fast.
I play with fire. I like fire. I have a Pokemon named Charmander.
Rain is one of my special
He does such a good job of being a kid. That's so crazy.
The inflection is
I also
crazy.
collect Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
Do you have any relevant superpowers?
Well, what's this job for? I can take this job.
Next! Next! I think there's an issue with the engine or something because it keeps making these noises.
Is this surprise, motherfucker?
Oh my god.
Whoa! Oh shit!
I don't know why it's moving.
What the fuck? Is there a bunch of
Just
bitches jumping
gyrating.
in here?
No.
The Marines, they're like, where's my helicopter?
Are you ready to party?
Found it.
Holy shit.
Oh my god.
It's just me again. It's getting shanked. Pray to God. Oh.
Oh!
Come over here and do stuff, alright? Let me just get over there. Whoa, shit, alright.
Oh my
He's all
god.
smashed.
Sit
He's
down
gonna
and
die.
shut up. I got some stuff I want to talk about. Where'd you get this fucking TV, man? This thing's like
Oh my god, you know what we should do? We should have like
What?
a wine night and we're in Grand Theft Auto, playing Grand Theft Auto, and then we get drunk in Grand Theft Auto. Every time we take a sip of wine, we make them drink a glass
Yes.
of wine.
I love that.
And then we'll go gambling.
That's a super fun idea. And then
I
we'll go
love that.
gambling
Oh my
and playing
God.
golf.
What if we put the bus? What if we?
Oh shit! The hell? The physics. The physics.
Oh shit! I'm gonna land in the water.
Oh, he
Stupid,
he
bro.
missed the tower. He's going for the
This
second
is
one
the
now.
last bus.
Oh, he really was.
Yeah.
Hey, that doesn't look very safe.
Oh!
Crazy.
God damn it.
Holy shit!
This is a lot.
It is a lot.
Yes.
What the?
Why are we in his face right now?
I don't know. I'm uncomfortable.
How's he on?
Right, yeah, we're going off the
Is he on a
road.
bike?
Oh no. Okay.
All right, straight.
Oh, he's a passenger on the bike.
Yeah, we're oncoming traffic, by the way.
You gotta help me with traffic here. Yeah, I see the car zooming by. Left. Okay. Right.
So they're looking at each other. All the directions.
Right. Okay, all right, straight.
This is awesome.
Oh.
We should do that.
Don't
Yeah, we
worry,
should.
Everything's fine. Just go straight.
Alright, I'm
A
going
little bit
straight.
right, a little bit left.
Oh.
He's a little late on the left, man.
God damn.
I gotta take a shit. Get out of the way.
Oh, he died. He died from the shit.
The banana bus. Yay.
Special delivery, 1 giant green and yellow banana.
Banana.
Piggy has a gun. Everybody panic.
Hey, listen back there. I'm gonna stick this long skinny pig finger up your rectum. You ain't gonna
Oh
like
my
it.
god!
Wow.
Go inside. Go inside.
I think you like it.
I think
Oh
he
my
did
God.
too.
Yeah! Yes! I have officially arrived. Where the fuck is that bus, man? It's usually here by
Okay.
now.
I don't fucking know. Do-do-do-do, banana bus. Do-do-do-do, banana. Oh,
Oh.
Can we please break into the military base in a bus?
We're gonna try
You
to
can really
make
do
that
anything in
jump
this
on the
fucking
hill
game.
with a
I
bus.
know. I love this. I do see why people are freaking out. Like, I want Grand Theft Auto 6 now. Like, I understand it now.
I mean, if this was like, what is it, like a 10-year-old game almost? If this has been this good for this long and people still play it religiously, imagine how good GTA 6 is going to be.
Oh,
Because this is like
yeah.
the first real free game. You could do anything.
Yeah, I hope for GTA 6 it's not some woke bullshit stuff going on. No DEI, no woke bullshit. I hope not. And since they're taking an extra year to polish it and fix things up, you know, take out any bugs, yeah, I grant them that. I can wait another year. I'd rather have a game that's not bug-free, but mostly all the bugs are taken care of. And, you know, I would have a pretty good gameplay without having to worry about a whole bunch of bugs. So, yeah, I grant giving them a year to release GTA 6. I can wait. And like I said, I hope there's no woke bullshit. Please, no DEI bullshit. Please, please, please.
Like, you could do
Like
anything
free
you put your mind
roaming?
to. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, it's one of the first games where you're just really unrestricted. You can do anything. You can live a different life. It's so fun.
It's freaking awesome.
Yeah, it's
I love
fucking
it.
aw- It's so cool. Yeah.
The
It's
bus.
definitely the coolest.
we the bus.
I mean, maybe. sorry.
No, you're fine.
Maybe it's fine that they let it. I mean, I'd rather it come out when it's like good to go. You know, you don't want to have to like.
Oh yeah,
don't
you
want
want
a
it
shit
like
launch.
perfect. Yeah. I hate when people release games super like early, like way too fucking early.
Yeah.
I don't like that shit.
And there's too many bugs. Yeah.
We're not
We
gonna have
the
enough
bus.
momentum to make it over the fence.
Back up, Evan. I'm gonna back up.
We the bus, Evan.
Why
We
did
the
he
bus.
sound drunk? I know Nogla doesn't drink. He's only drank like twice in his life, but he's out in time. Hey, go back up! Like, he sounds like an angry drunk man.
I would love to see him
Momentum to make it
drunk
over
just
the
a little,
fence.
just for
I'm
one
gonna
time.
back up, Evan. I'm gonna back up.
Go ahead and take the bus.
Sound drunk. Oh,
Yeah, he
my God.
does. He does sound a little drunk.
We the bus, Evan.
sounds feral.
We the bus.
Oh, there's a tank right there. I see a tank.
Oh no!
Oh shit.
Here we go. Here we go. We the bus.
We the bus.
Yes.
Did they make it?
It's a strong motherfucking fence.
It did not go well.
They made it.
Nope.
I'm getting the tank. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it.
Tank.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Yeah, there you go.
Fuck
Yeah.
out of the tank.
Oh.
Oh God.
Oh. Thank God.
What the fuck are y'all doing?
We the bus. Don't worry about it.
Delirious. He has a lightsaber. He has a tiny lightsaber.
Hold on, I'm coming. I want to see this. Come on.
Oh my God.
Know the power of the dark side.
I love
What
Star
the
Wars.
hell, dude? Oh, he threw it down.
He threw it and ran.
What the fuck is this?
Part of the main story.
Oh, okay. I need to play the main story.
You do.
Ooh, that's nice.
Oh, geez.
It's okay, he likes it.
What are you looking at, huh? What are you? Oh God, no!
This game is so dumb.
He gets shot.
What are you looking at, huh? What are you? Oh God, no!
This game is so dumb.
He gets run over by a car. He's like double tap.
And one of them is poo brown, one of them's green. I say I take the green one. What do you think?
I'll take that poo brown one.
Yeah, I thought it would suit you a little more. I don't see any cops right now.
Anybody else walking?
Oh, I see someone walking in the distance. The coast is not clear yet.
Shoot him in the face.
Every time he's looked back, he's changed his outfit.
Fucking
Oh my
shot.
God!
That was a nice fucking shot.
It was
I didn't even
probably a
notice that
bad
until you
idea
mentioned
because I
it.
think the cops are coming now.
Let's get him, partner.
All right, Wildcat. It's now or never. It's now or never. Wildcat. Wildcat. What the fuck?
He's like,
He changed races. He changed races.
I think I got it.
That guy's amazing. How does he do it?
I think I got it, motherfucker.
Oh my God.
There's something you're cheating.
Is there anything unusual about this mountain over here?
I don't think there's anything.
Time for dinner, okay? We gotta make it
So
home.
goofy,
Nothing's
dude.
gonna stop us. Are you ready?
Oh my God.
Are you ready?
Oh my God.
Here we go!
Holy shit.
Landing.
Shit, I was like,
Oh my God!
Oh, baby.
nice.
We're
He
good.
survived!
We went underneath that cup. Holy shit.
holy shit, 3 seconds down.
They're just trick
He's
shots.
a beast.
I know
There's some
how
cool
this is
trick
gonna
shots.
end, and
Oh,
I'm
fuck.
just waiting on it.
This is not gonna end, okay? Everything is just fine.
Okay, would you do one of those, like, I don't know what it's called. You might know the word for it. But you can take these, like, beat 'em up cars and you take them to these derbies and then you beat up other cars together.
Monster trucks? Oh!
No, they're like shit
Yeah, I know what you're
cars.
talking about.
I don't know
what
what
you're
it's
talking about.
called. Comment below if you know what this is called. I gotta look this up. But would you do that? Like, if you knew you
I
wouldn't
would
get
do
hurt?
that, but I feel like it's, yeah, if I knew I wasn't gonna get hurt, sure. I feel like it's dangerous as fuck, though.
I think so too. Because I'm sure you have to sign waivers or whatever.
Yeah, that's scary to me a little bit. By the way, you're gonna love this fun fact.
Okay.
My cat saw a video of Prince Harry on my phone, and he was speaking in a British accent, and my cat didn't like that, and he started fucking whacking my phone. Like aggressively, like he just he saw me, he started fucking beating the shit out of my phone. Vaggie did not want a British man on my phone. He did not want it.
Now what are we gonna do? We're trapped in the military base. Okay, what are we aiming for exactly?
That ramp that you were gonna hit, let's hit that.
You mean those? Holy fuck!
oh, fuck.
That's a jet! Oh god! We have the whole world to explore today. We could do anything in the world.
Anything.
What is it gonna be? What is it gonna be? Darts!
I'm gonna throw some shit at some other shit. Wait, I want that to like.
Fucking darts.
Wait, why did you get
I want that
Okay, I
dude
gotta
like,
see that again. What did
He just flung himself out. There he goes.
Oh shit, that guy's got a gun. Run.
run.
Chasing me, kill him. And a
I've jumped
shot.
out of a moving vehicle before. Holy fuck!
Hey, we need to talk about that.
No, I don't want to.
You talk. Okay, that's fine.
Well,
But you.
We can. Should we talk about it? Should we?
It's up to you, baby girl.
All right. There was a guy who would go around kidnapping women, pretending to be an Uber driver. It was in Toronto, and he got convicted of it. He pretended to be my Uber driver, and he pulled over to the side of the road, and he rolled down his window, and I was looking for my Uber. He was like, "Oh, are you my Uber ride?" And I'm like, "Yep." And I get in the car, and I sit down, and he locks all the doors, and I don't see the typical like phone that shows the route and the confirmation, and my phone's not saying that he confirmed and that we're moving on. So I start panicking, but I'm smashed, so I'm just confused. But then he starts driving down the road, and he starts taking a turn towards the highway when my house is the exact opposite direction, and it's significantly closer, and you never have to go on the highway for it. So I realized that something was very wrong, and I started yelling at him, and I was like, "Let me out of this car! Let me out of this car!" And he was like, "Nope." And he just kept driving. He got faster and faster, and he drove towards the highway. I ended up screaming enough and banging on the windows enough that people were like kind of looking, and then he panicked, unlocked the door in the back, and was still driving really fast. But I opened the door and I jumped out as it was speeding down the road, and I jumped out in heels.
Holy shit, you are a badass woman. You are a badass woman, and I want to kill that man.
Yeah, thanks. He's in.
Well, I don't know about badass woman, but I mean, if she bothered to check first, with Uber drivers, you're supposed to ask for the they're supposed to ask for the name or password or something like that, and it's her fault for not doing it. So, yeah, not really a badass, more like a dumbass woman.
Jail, so that's okay. I lived in GTA 5, bitch. All right.
She lives this.
She
doesn't need to play the
it.
Grand Theft Auto. You know what? Grand Theft Auto 6 coming out in May 2026 now. She doesn't need to wait because she has lived it.
They're gonna send me the game. They told me that I'm gangster enough.
They made this game. Grand Theft Auto 6 is about M. We should normalize people wearing knee pads.
Yeah. Oh my. Everyone should keep knee pads and like brass knuckles in their purse.
And a gun.
Oh, and a gun so you can shoot their fucking wiener off. I think that would be fun.
I love how when I first met M, she didn't know that I was a gun-toting American.
Oh yeah, I just thought she was a girl.
I'm not like a gun enthusiast. Like I like to keep protected. Also, I grew up on a farm, so it's like very normal.
I'm Canadian, by the way.
Yeah,
so
and
yes. I've never seen like a gun. I've never held a gun. None of that shit.
She was talking about guns. I'm like, oh, I have a gun in every room in my house.
Yeah, no. And one time, someone almost broke into her house, and she literally within 0.1 second had a shotgun and a pistol and another gun just out, and she sent me a picture of her pistol. It was like a handheld pistol next to her wine glass because we were getting drunk that night. It was a whole fucking thing.
It was the whole day.
She's like, I'm strapped, I'm ready to go. She wasn't even nervous.
Be very, very quiet. I'm hunting piggies.
Well, Wildcat's right there.
I know.
Oh my
God! Got the first.
All right, here we go, people. The most intense, most important mission on GTA 5.
Hell? Are they
Here
doing
we go.
yoga?
Main mission.
Come on, hold it.
This is what we'll have to do for
Hold
girls'
it.
night.
Hold it.
Yeah, we can.
The most stressful yoga ever.
Do you hear that? You hear that, guys?
I can hear him. Oh, yeah.
Guys, he's around here somewhere.
Yo.
There he is!
I'm the murdering, masturbating killer ghost of the sausage.
What the hell?
Where'd he go?
Oh god, oh god, oh god, where'd he go, where'd he go, where'd he go, where'd he go?
And then he's gonna come on us.
Where is he?
Don't worry, man.
Come
Don't
on
worry.
us, it's crazy.
Just approach nice and slowly.
Masturbating
Very careful.
Ew!
Oh, they're finally gonna be the plane.
Yeah, they're gonna
race.
fly.
Yes.
This is majestic.
This is gonna be
It's so majestic. It's the whole crew.
Take off. All right, we're up,
They're
we're
all
up, we're up.
Wow.
Back.
Look at
This
all
is the
this.
most beautiful they've ever
Guys,
been.
look at your mini map. Try to make a V. Try to make a V. That does not look like a V.
It looks like a V that like a first grader would do.
Oh yes.
That's
Yes.
a pretty good V.
That's a V. That's
it
a
is.
pretty
There
skinny
we go.
ass
Yeah,
V,
they
but it's a
did
V. Yeah, it's a narrow ass V. Quack. 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 Quack.
I know what
Yeah,
that
they're
is.
like Canadian geese.
Yeah.
I know that reference.
Okay, why are we quacking? Am I missing something? Mighty Duck, you're missing out on
Mighty
a child.
Duck.
Mighty
You
Ducks.
don't know what that is.
Poor Seth.
Rise again against those cranky bastards. On three, we'll do the barrel roll. 1, 2, 3. Barrel roll!
Do a barrel roll.
That's so beautiful.
Follow me, follow me.
Okay, everybody underneath the bridge.
This is the only
I gotta
acceptable
take down
use
their
case
bridge.
where you can say boys will be boys, and I'm okay with that slogan.
Yes.
This is it, bro.
This is
This
it.
is I love this kind of tomfoolery shit. So
I like
good.
when
This
guys
is gonna
are
be
just silly
bad.
guys.
This is gonna be
Yeah.
very
Just
bad.
like this.
Oh no, 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 no.
Uh-oh.
Oh my god.
Uh-oh.
Oh my god, am I gonna make it?
Oh no! Oh, he didn't make it.
Holy shit! That's the way to go, though. You know?
Yeah,
That's the
crash
way
into
to-
a mountain.
That's literally
I
the way
agree.
to go. You gotta just crash with your homies. Crash
You gotta
out.
go out with a bang. Don't take that to heart. Do not go out with a bang. Never go out with a bang. Don't go out at
Oh,
all.
I think you should. That's the only way to go.
Thank you, Vanos Gaming deleted videos for this best moments compilation that we got to react to.
I'm excited for Grand Theft Auto 6 now.
Yeah, we gotta
Only
get
one
some
way to
good
go.
content in on GTA 5 together at some point, because I'm super down for a little girls' night shenanigans series where we just fuck around.
Oh, yeah.
And follow in their footsteps, you know?
Okay. All right, let's check out this one here. Andrew Wilson and his wife, Rachel Wilson, are going to argue with some feminists. Yeah. Let's check it out.
Are you apprehensive about unleashing Mrs. Wilson on the world like this?
No, but she is the only Wilson on the panel that I claim. Just pointing it out.
Is there anything you do? I mean, do you put the bins out? Do you the trash out? I mean, what do you do anything?
I don't do shit.
The piece of shit that you're married to. Yeah, he clearly doesn't respect you.
Oh,
He sits
there we
there
go.
and makes jokes about how he married you. He doesn't
He's
do
not
shit
the
around
piece
the
of
house
shit
because
in
that's
this
why you married
panel.
a wife.
Clementine, do all lives matter?
Do you know what? All lives do matter. And
Thank you.
All lives,
And
what's
that
controversial?
bombshell,
all
but
lives
the
are not
one
given the same
terrible
respect,
thing you
though.
found
All
I've ever
lives are not
said,
given the
you
same
completely
respect.
agree with. Clementine, do you hate men?
No, of course I don't hate men.
Why? Completely agree with. Clementine, do you hate men?
The pause.
No, of course I don't hate men.
Why in 2020 did you tweet the coronavirus isn't killing men fast enough?
I tweeted that in 2020 as a misguided tweet.
Apologize
Yeah,
to
okay.
men again. Do it again.
This is honestly one of the most absurd conversations I've ever had in my life.
White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt is rarely out of the spotlight. That's her job, after all. And for what it's worth, she seems to be very good at it. But a behind-the-scenes photograph posted by a colleague for Mother's Day in America has divided opinion, even among a generally appreciative MAGA base. 16 million people saw this candid snap of Leavitt in the White House, seemingly holding a baby son in one arm while, quotes, owning the libs, close quotes, with the other. A lot of those people applauded her as a super mom. Many others criticised her for aping conservative family values while actually promoting a feminist myth about women who can have it all. That might seem a bit harsh, but the MAGA movement she's part of has made big inroads in popular culture by promoting the return of traditional gender roles. Here she is talking about masculinity back in 2023.
A man is someone who stands up for his family, provides for those that he loves, and contributes to his community. A great example, helping an elderly woman with her groceries, helping a neighbor or a friend, putting others before yourself. That's the definition of a man. I'm proud to have so many strong men in my life, 2 older brothers, a great father.
But they're dictating what men should be. Women are dictating what men should be. Yet, men can't dictate what women should be. Like, men can't dictate, like saying, men can't say women should be modest. Because women will always say, especially with the feministic ideologies and rhetoric, they'll say, oh, you can't tell a woman what to do. Women can do whatever they want to do. But yet they always say that man has to be a protector, provider. Man has to do pretty much what she's saying right now. And yet women don't have to be responsible for anything. They don't have to have any kind of duties. So it's very contradictory.
We love men, we need men, and as women, Jen, we should not be afraid to say that.
Well, there's undeniably been a huge backlash to the whole era of demoralising all men as miniature Harvey Weinsteins with ambitions that are wickedly patriarchal. Coincidentally, you can read about how that's going on in my upcoming new book, Woke is Dead. Has there ever been a better time for a book called Woke is Dead? But where does the renaissance of masculine men leave the women who thought it was a very good idea? Andrew Wilson was extolling the virtues of a more limited female role in a previous debate on Uncensored when a shocked Emily Austin said this.
Are you married?
Yeah, I'm married. How do you make married with many children?
Is your
How
wife
about you?
happy?
You married with children? Oh,
yeah, that's one thing right there. I notice these feminists, when they don't have any argument or anything to refute an argument or anything, they turn to insults and they turn to attacking the person, including their family. It's very pathetic.
Oh, she's ecstatic.
No, I'm 23.
She's
I'm
gonna
a
bring
boss
me...
lady girl.
Hey, look at that big fat wheel there. It's not even a woman. This is a fucking trans, a guy trying to be a woman.
Which seems to be driving you crazy.
Yeah.
Working, making
I'm
money,
just pointing
waiting
out
for the right guy to
the
come
only
along.
thing you have no arguments. You just try to assault me personally.
Well, Andrew Wilson's apparently ecstatic wife, Rachel, got in touch on X and told me she'd like to participate in our next debate. And so she will. She'll be joining us alongside an all-new panel of boss lady girls. Well, joining me now is the host of Crucible, Andrew Wilson, and his wife and author of Occult Feminism, The Secret History of Women's Liberation.
Yeah, I bought that book, Occult Feminism, by Rachel Wilson. I've been reading it. Very interesting book. Very interesting. And I suggest anyone that if you're interested to find out the historical roots of feminism, the actual roots of it, Read Occult Feminism by Rachel Wilson. Very good book. Very good.
Rachel Wilson. Emily Wilson, no relation from Emily.
Oh, and also too, I should say that that book has it's based off of history. It's not based off of theory or suggestion or personal viewpoints. It's based on historical points in history.
He Saves America, and the feminist writer and author of I Don't, The Case Against Marriage, Clementine Ford. So welcome to all of you. Andrew, great to have you back on Uncensored. Are you remotely apprehensive about unleashing Mrs. Wilson on the world like this?
No, but she is the only Wilson on the panel that I claim. I'm just pointing that out.
Everyone seems to be either called Wilson or Emily in this debate, in this two-header. Rachel, welcome to Uncensored. You reached out to me on X and very boldly said, if you want to debate this properly, get me on. You're here. How are you feeling about this?
Well, thank you for having me, Piers, and thank you, Andrew, for unchaining me from the stove just long enough to appear today. I got a day pass from the patriarchy.
Patriarchy is benevolent.
So true. Yeah. So I'm very happy to be here. People love to attack my husband via me. I'm like the favorite way to do that. So I thought, why not come on and talk to people myself?
So look, Rachel, let's just cut to the quick. A lot of Andrew's critics, not me, a lot of his critics say that he's an obvious, blatant misogynist. He thinks all women should be, kept at home, working away on the stove, the housework, whatever it may be, and know their place in life. You are actually married to him. You've been subject of mockery inadvertently through the last debate we had about this, for having to endure being his wife. What is it like being married to Andrew Wilson?
Well, it's pretty awesome. I mean, he's hilarious. He's a really smart guy. He's very charming. And most of all, he's a great dad and a great husband.
They don't like hearing it. These two feminists, they don't like hearing that.
And I share his worldview, so I would agree. In fact, I would say I would probably be the more bitter misogynist out of the two of us. If you really had to, pick one, it would probably be me. So.
Really? Why do you say that?
I just think that feminism has absolutely destroyed so much of what I hold dear in life, and it's held me back more than it's helped me. It's one of the reasons I started looking into the history and investigating it for myself. And I think it's just created a world where we now have a two-income economy, and for women like me who do want to prioritize motherhood, it makes it extremely hard. It just makes it financially difficult. I faced tons of social pressure. Had my first daughter at 20, wanted to stay home. Everyone around me, even the so-called Christian conservative women, told me it was a terrible idea. You can't do that. You have to bring the baby to daycare. You're going to put yourself at risk. Your husband's going to hurt you. You're going to be abused if you don't have your own money and your own career. And I think it's backwards. I think it's the most inefficient.
All that stuff she just said is basically feministic propaganda. That's feministic propaganda. Feminism just exists basically to destroy the two-parent household. Yeah, that's pretty much what it does. That's all it exists for. That and also a few other things, but that's the major thing it does. Because a lot of those corporations that pretty much funded this and influenced others, rich people to fund this, the feministic ideology, they wanted to increase their revenues. They wanted to increase their profit shares and all that stuff, and they're going to do that by getting women into the workforce. And so they started the feministic propaganda and cult train.
Stupid thing we've ever come up with, and that in the future people will look back at the feminist experiment as a goofy time in history where we tried this wild experiment that failed miserably, and thank God it's over.
Wow. Okay. Well, Clementine Ford, I'm sure that you agree with every word of that, don't you?
Firstly, I'm very glad that you're happily married. It's great. A lot of women are not happily married, and they find it very difficult to leave marriages, particularly because of the financial strain. So good for you. I do think that your historical understanding of feminism is extremely skewed. The idea that somehow we have only created a two-income household because feminism has tried to destroy the world is historically inaccurate. In large part, well, firstly, you're also talking about feminism from your very And when I say limited, I'm not trying to insult you, but the limited perspective of feminism in America and the understanding of the economy in America. It's not taking...
Yeah, this is where these feminists ignore the historical points in history that how feminism started. They just don't want to see it. They can't. They've been indoctrinated so hard by feminism that all they see is feminism good, everything else bad.
Taking into account the global reality of the fact that women have always worked, women still continue to work. Women, for the most part, produce the majority of the world's underpaid, if, drastically underpaid labor. When you talk about a two-income household being somehow instituted by feminism, you're failing to take into account that even in America, the kind of the glamorization of this golden age of marriage in the 1950s to the early 1960s, which the marriage historian Stephanie Coots calls the long decade, this coincided with an increase in women in the workplace. So it's not...
No, I mean, it was working before feminism came along. It was working for thousands of years before that. Women were at home, taking care of the home, taking care of kids and whatnot, and men were out there doing the hard work, bringing home the bacon, stuff like that. Yeah, that's a system that was working for a long time. And these feminists, they can't see that, unfortunately. So I'm not saying all feminists are bad or evil like that, but I'm just saying that they're so indoctrinated that they can't see the truth of everything. Now, some do. Some, like with the millennials, the aging millennials, the ones that are in their 40s and 50s now. Some of them, you can see it on TikTok and other stuff and YouTube Shorts. Like, they're posting these videos saying that they regret following feminism, they denounce feminism, they say feminism lied to them, they wish they ever followed feminism. That's going to happen more and more. And then same as with Generation Z. As soon as Generation Z starts reaching the age bracket of middle age, 40s, 50s, they're going to make videos too, post them on social media saying they regret feminism and all that stuff. And not all feminists do. Only some will, but yeah. There's a certain percentage of feminists saying that they regret following feminism in the first place. And that's there's a lot of millennials, aging millennials posting, or middle-aged millennials posting videos like that. And it's going to happen with Gen Z as well.
It's not as if there was this golden age where women where married women, weren't working. For a lot of that, actually, the labor that is required to support the middle class has always been relied on for poor and disenfranchised women, largely in America, black women.
All right. Look,
for a start.
Let
me just finish.
Well, we all have to speed things up a little bit.
And the economy, the downturn in the economy, the boom that happened after the Second World War was unsustainable. It was a wonderful time between around 1940 to 1970 for white working class men in particular. And then it began to
but I have a question for you.
One of the reasons why women had to go into the...
Yeah, she's screwed in the head. Her views on history and feminism, it's very skewed. When you look at what these feminists talk about, trying to say this and that, it's like, oh God, they're making up their own reality. It's pretty messed up.
Workforce was because they had to help support their families.
Okay, I have a question for you, Clementine. It's a very simple question. I think it'll be an interesting question to ask you. What is a woman?
I'm not going down the path of debating trans women with you.
Yeah, see, they never want to answer that. What is a woman? Basically, a woman is a female. Biologically, it's a woman that has the XX chromosomes, and they have vagina and boobs, the mammary glands. They have a uterus, and they have the eggs, the female eggs, so for reproduction. That is a woman. Now, if she somehow loses her uterus, but still has a vagina, then still a woman. Even if she lost her boobs, lost her vagina, lost her uterus, for whatever reason, whatever happened, surgery, whatever, right? She'll still be a woman because of the XX chromosomes. That is reality, no delusion.
Trans
I didn't
women are
mention
women.
trans women. I asked you what a woman
Okay,
is.
I'll tell you. But I know that because this is your tactic. This is what you do. What is a woman? I'll tell you what a woman
It
is.
shouldn't be
A woman,
controversial.
I'll tell
Yeah, it shouldn't be. I just answered it too. What is a woman is not very difficult. A woman is a person with XX chromosomes. And a man is XY chromosomes.
I'll tell you what a woman is. A woman is someone who
Oh, here comes the delusion. Here comes the delusion. Watch.
has at least at one point in her life felt scared of a man.
What?
Sorry?
So
But you
any
never-
men who
but you
have
guys
felt-
never wanna talk
wait,
about
wait,
that.
hang on.
You guys
That's
never
the
wanna
dumbest
talk
thing I've
about
ever heard.
that.
So any man who's ever felt afraid of another man is a woman.
No.
What are you
Talking
talking
That's
about?
not what I'm saying.
You know,
That's
this is
not
exactly
what I'm
why you're wearing that shirt that says repeal. You should put the 19th under it. It's unbelievable. What are you talking about?
That
A
is.
woman, anybody who has ever at one point been afraid of a man, it's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. Do you have an actual argument here?
Would you let me finish speaking, or do
Yeah,
you two
how
just
long
plan
is it going to
interrupt
take for
people
you
all
to
night long?
finish? How long is it going to take for you to finish?
Yes, do you really just invite people on your show to be interrupted like this?
Well, Clementine, look, with all due respect, we did do a bit of research into what you said about me in the past, so I think I'm entitled to give you...
So you already know what I think about that question, because I've written about you asking that question.
Yes, you have.
They don't like facing any kind of truth. They want to reject it right away, the feminists. Not saying they're bad or evil, it's just they're pretty brainwashed and delusional about that. Feminism has taught a lot of women not to face the repercussions, the consequences for their actions or responsibilities. They only faced one responsibility, and that is their feelings, what they feel like, and that's very unfortunate. And see, she doesn't want to face any consequences or responsibilities for her actions or choices of what she said. She's gonna deny it all she wants.
In fact, you said, like all of
So
the
why
big...
would you ask it again
Hang on.
when you know what my
I'm just
answer
getting
to
to
that
enlighten
is?
the audience who have no idea what you're talking about,
Okay.
or me. Like all of the bigots, that's me apparently, currently jumping on the transphobic shuttle to Ding Dong Station. Morgan wants you to believe this is about fairness and equality, specifically fairness and equality in women's sports. That was exactly what it was about. And the problem is, Clementine, with all due respect to you, the reality is...
I doubt it. I doubt it's coming with due
I'll treat you with
respect,
perfect respect, but your inability to just simply state what a woman actually is, particularly given 2 weeks ago in the UK, the Supreme Court made it very clear that a woman is a biological female. That's it. It's a scientific fact. The fact that you can't answer that...
You can't deny science. Like right now, we're at a point in time where a woman is a woman because of XX chromosomes, and a man is a man because of XY chromosomes. Now, until like we can't change our chromosomes. That's like futuristic stuff, like 200, 300 years from now, maybe 500 years, whatever. In the far future, they'll be able to do that. They'll be able to reorient your gene structure and maybe probably even change your chromosomes, and then reintegrate or reshape your bone structure, stuff like that. Make you grow boobs and vagina, uterus, all that stuff, and grow eggs, and then you'll be a female. Like, you know, they'll be able to change men to women and woman to men. But that's way in the future. Right now, sure, they got that trans surgery stuff, but they can't. There's no technology that currently exists to change a person's chromosomes. Not yet. That's like in the future. I don't know how far in the future, but that's in the future. Until they do that, then men who are once like men who changed to women, you know, who were once men, then they could claim to be a woman after when they have the proper chromosomes. But for now, it's just delusion right now.
That is part of the problem.
I'd like to know, the thing is that I would like to know why you, in particular, are so obsessed with this definition of what a woman is. Firstly, how does it impact you in any way? Secondly...
I have
obsessed. It's freaking fact. You know, a lot of us like to live in a place called, you know, reality. You know, I don't know, like, I mean, how can anybody... I don't know, I just can't understand how people can't live in reality. It's God, I don't know.
13-year-old daughter.
As a woman,
I have a 13-year-old daughter. And if my 13-year-old daughter decides she wants to compete, you ask me a question. You ask me a question. I'm going to answer you. Well, if you don't want an answer, don't ask me a question. Here's my answer to your question. I have a 13-year-old.
You asked me. You won't let
I have
me
a 13-year-old daughter. I have 7 nieces, right? And some of them are very.
Expert, then,
so, if I may answer your question, some of them are very good at sport, right? The idea that they would one day have their dream of potentially an Olympic place or a Team GB place, whatever it may be, a world championship place, taken from them by a biological male, I think is completely outrageous. And by the way...
Yeah, I think it's outrageous too. Like, men who pretended to be women shouldn't be allowed to participate or enter any kind of tournaments where it's women's tournaments, woman-based, where it's actually biological females. That shouldn't be allowed. Like I said, we don't have the technology yet to change the chromosomes, so a biological male should not be allowed to join or participate in any women's sports of any kind. It's simple as that. It's reality. I know it. A lot of people say. A lot of people are going to say I'm mean, and others like me are mean. We're misogynist, whatever. Like they're going to say all that. Not misogynist. What do you call it? Whatever they're going to call us. They're going to say whatever, all that stuff. But the truth is, a male is a male because of XY chromosomes, and a female is a female because of XX chromosomes. It's just reality. I'm sorry, but like you can't deny reality. You can all you want, but reality is going to be reality. It's always going to be there no matter what.
So does most of the world now, which is why there's been a reversing, screeching U-turn on this particular subject. But I come back to my question to you. Your inability to say what a woman is, and yet here you are lecturing women on how they should behave as women, is completely perverse.
It is, yeah.
I think that reducing women specifically to your biological deciding of what you think a woman is.
It's called science.
It's science. It's scientific fact, lady. Come on. This is a thing, the very thing that feminists always argue against because of their indoctrination to feminism and their delusions. They just can't face facts. They can't face reality. They can't face science. Like, a lot of them accuse the science that we know today to be male-based and not true. And that's just crazy. You might as well say 2 + 2 is not 4. You might as well say 2 + 2 is 5 and 1 + 3 is fucking 19. Like, does that make any sense to you? Like, 2 + 2 does not equal 4. Like, that's crazy, man. That's just nuts.
It's their chromosomes. You have different chromosomes to me. It's not me saying that. I'm not writing.
I'm sure you're not the first. I'm sure I'm not the first person to tell you about intersex people. So how do you?
I'm not talking about intersex people.
No. This is all wrong anyway. The intersex is not a third sex. It's not a third sex. That's ridiculous. Yeah. There is no third sex. There's 2 sexes, male.
Yeah, there is no third sex. No fourth, fifth, or sixth, or whatever sex. There's no multiple genders. There's only male and female. And that's it. The rest is just delusion. That's all. I'm sorry. It's just delusion. That's just fact. I don't mean to be mean to people who identify as something else, like whatever it may be. It's just fact. There's only males and females. Now, if you want to pretend you're something else, that's fine by me. I mean, it's your life, but don't try to force other people into accepting it as fact, because they know it's not fact. To you it may be fact, but to other people it's not. So just do your thing and try not to force people to accept your version of reality. That's all. And then we'll all get along. Simple as that.
Female, categorized scientifically. Intersex is not a third sex. Anybody can look that up in 5 seconds. Total lie. How did you not know that, by the way? How did you not know intersex is not a third sex?
I didn't say that intersex was a third sex.
You did.
But
yeah,
intersex
that's exactly
people
what the implication
exist,
was.
And intersex people have can have a mixture of chromosomes. So if you
are you saying they're a third sex or aren't you?
If you present to the world as
there were genetic anomalies where there were people where it's rare too, where people were born with XY chromosome and then sometimes have an extra, like an XX, like a woman being born with an XX chromosome, and then they'll have a Y chromosome as well, or a man with an XY chromosome, then he'll have an extra, whatever chromosome, like Y or X, whatever, whatnot. Like there is that, but those are what's called the genetic anomalies or exceptions, and it's not like there's not millions of people like that born every day, or even hundreds of thousands, I believe. It's well, if I'm wrong on that, then I'm wrong on that, but I'm pretty sure there's not millions of those kind of people.
If they're not a third sex, then you have no argument here. Do you understand that? If what he's saying is,
Why
this
are
is
you
what is
so
objective.
obsessed
This
with
is
trans
what,
women?
Yeah,
Why
I'll tell you.
I don't need. Why are you so obsessed with defining
I'm going to answer the
trans
question.
women? First start.
Yeah.
No, everyone's interrupted me. Let me speak for a moment.
You just asked a question.
Let me speak for a
Can't
moment.
keep asking questions, Clementine, and then refusing to allow people to answer. If you don't want an answer, don't ask a question. The truth about the problem is feminists in particular, I've noticed, feminists have latched on over the last few years to this idea that if anybody raised any concerns about the way the trans lobby was trying to make things unequal, unfair, and unsafe for actual women, then they were immediately transphobic. I kept saying, I want trans people to have the exact same rights to fairness, equality, and safety as me or you. However, what was happening was women's rights were being eroded, so that things were not fair, they weren't equal, and they weren't safe. And we saw absolute parodies of this in the Olympics, in the boxing ring, where people who have been banned from the World Championships because they apparently reported positive for male chromosomes were getting in the ring and beating women up in the ring. And so...
yeah, I read that. Friggin' men saying they're women, but then it was found out that they have XX chromosomes. And then during that time when they were in the ring, before they got found out, they were just beating the shit out of the women fighters. And the poor lady stood no chance at all.
A woman's going to die if this was allowed to carry on. So now people have stopped it. Now sporting bodies around the world have stopped it. But you, Clementine, I say this respectfully, are still flying the flag for this bullshit. And you can't even say what a woman is. And I just find the fact that you want to lecture women, like Rachel, on how they should be as a woman is completely perverse, given you don't even know or don't want to say what an actual woman is.
I haven't said anything to Rachel. I've never met Rachel before in my life until today.
You responded to
what
responded to what she said about the role of a woman.
I wasn't lecturing her.
Well, it sounded like you were lecturing to me. Let me bring in Emily. Let me bring in Emily. He's been waiting.
I was actually telling her about the historical reality of economics in the US.
Let me bring in Emily.
But you wanted to divert it to talk about trans women because that's clearly.
No, you banged on about trans women. I just said to you, if you don't know what a woman is, we've got a problem.
I would like to get back to that, by the way, because she's wrong.
No, I just...
She's wrong about the economic history. She's the one looking at it through an economic prism that's extremely narrow. She's using feminist standpoint theory to try to tell us what the history of economics is. Yeah. She can't explain to us why, through all of human history and all of Western history...
Let her finish, lady. Let her finish, lady. You talk plenty, lady.
Why through all of Western history, we were able to raise a family, like a janitor could raise a family with 4 children on his income up until 1970. And what happened in 1970? We pushed women into the workforce in huge numbers, and we practically doubled the workforce overnight by pushing mothers and women into the workforce. This happened right alongside the creation of gender studies as an academic discipline.
That's true. I looked it up for myself, and it's actually in there in the history. If you look at the history, it's right there. All of it's right there. And Rachel Wilson's book points that out. Now, some people are quick to criticize her books, and I think I know who that is. But sure, she has some grammatical errors in her book here and there, but it's not so much to warrant as the book as not true. When you look at the historical facts that she points out, it's like a book of notes, not notes, of what do you call it there? It's like her book has valid points where you can actually look up yourself in history and then find those points and say, oh yeah, okay, yeah, that's true. It clears in history when you read history, and you reference it from her book, like that. Like her book's like a book of references, and it's pretty much all true. That's what the feminists right now don't. That's why a lot of them hate Rachel Wilson, because she's pretty much showing facts, and because feminists are indoctrinated and have difficulty facing reality, they don't want to face any kind of facts or truths, any kind of truth. They don't want to truths. They don't want to face those kind of things.
And now we are in a situation where we don't have a family economy. We have an individual income economy, which means most people can't raise a family without both parents working.
Okay, let me bring in Emily, who's been waiting very patiently. Emily, good to see you again. Now, you started a kind of MAGA civil war when you railed against women who want to be a trad wife. You posted a TikTok video, which caused a lot of mayhem. Let's take a look at this.
I'm sorry, I hate to call out my own party, but the young girls on the right promoting this like trad wife bullshit. I just want to make sourdough for my husband. That's great. I'm all for it. I promote traditional values. I understand. I have been working since I was very young. I don't really plan on being working. I suggest you find a hobby that makes you money. But you guys, guess what? Guess what, baby girl? That lifestyle working out, a man, a provider, you just get to sit at home, bake bread every day, slim to none. I would say none that's going to work out for you, or quite literally anyone you know. You're actually setting yourself up for failure, because it could not be easier, if that's what you're going to pursue, to be trapped by a man.
Yeah, more feministic bullshit. More feminist. You know that the only way right now that that things can be fixed again is to repeal the 19th Amendment in America, and in Canada. There's really nothing in the charter saying about feminism being a thing. But yeah, it's definitely in the Canadian charter. It should be amended as well to make it where women can't vote anymore. And then also take women out of the workplace. That would fix a lot of things, for sure.
Okay. Also, let's bring some other things to the table besides sourdough. Guys want to be mentally stimulated as well as physical, okay? But I'm just like, please, you guys are too young to be promoting this. And also, by the way, it's cringe. You guys are cringe, okay?
Okay.
Now, Emily, are you standing proudly by that TikTok?
Thank you guys for laughing. That is supposed to be the point of a lot of my videos. I don't take things too seriously. I usually say things like this and don't think anything of it. I do want to point out in the video, I did start it by being like, look, I love stay-at-home moms. I support them. I promote conservative values. I think the issue with the video is a lot of people just took the video and then gave their own meaning. The group I was specifically bashing on was the young girls in their 20s that promote like traditional lifestyles online that we all know in the right-wing community absolutely do not live these lifestyles. And it's just a bit over the top. It's kind of more cosplay than anything. So of course I support moms that do that. I just don't support the girls pretending to do it, I guess, if that kind of makes sense.
I'm not sure it does. Andrew, does it make sense to you?
Well, I mean, she's right in a sense that there's a lot of LARPing that goes on the right with the supposed traditional movement, which she's absolutely right, isn't living the traditional lifestyle. However, it's still a counterintuitive message to put out there that, oh, you're going to be trapped by your husband and his income. It's like, good. Don't you want to be in a relationship with your husband and have access to his income? Like, what's the problem here? That would be the values you're trying to move towards, right? So like, ultimately, it's a contradicting message. I understand why you got a bunch of garbage.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Like, wait, she's saying this and that, but then she's saying something else, which is a bunch of feministic rhetoric. So I'm like, okay. Doesn't make no sense. All right, cool. Thank you, Zillian McKenzie, for the follow. I'll make sure to follow you back.
For it. It is a good idea, I think, to point out the LARP, a good idea to point out how much faux traditionalism is on the right, because it's a way for them to peddle sex, and that's exactly what they're doing. You see them in skimpy outfits doing exactly that. Totally fair. But on the other hand, you absolutely should not be putting out a message which ridicules women for wanting to be stay-at-home moms and actually live some type of lifestyle which is conducive to their children and family. That's silly.
Yeah.
Let's play.
Yeah, because I don't see anything wrong with a woman. This is why I don't agree. Like, this is why I don't agree and dislike feminism as well. Because feminists, they would get the other feminists to basically attack women online who say that they want to be a mother, even if they're not online. Even if they were out and about, and feminists heard this woman saying it to her friend that she wants to be a stay-at-home mom, and that she wants to raise kids because that was her dream, or she just wants to raise kids because she wants a family, she wants meaning in her life, and feminists will dunk on them. They will put them down. They'll demonize motherhood. They'll try to convince them not to go become mothers, or they'll attack them outright, saying they're the reason that the pay wage gap exists, and that why there's a patriarchy and all that stuff. Everything's male dominated. It's because of women like that. That's just wrong. I don't agree with that. I don't see nothing wrong with a woman choosing to have babies, to have a family, to build her own family, to sow her seeds. I don't see no problem with that. But the feminists, they see it as a very bad, evil thing that traps women, that degrades women. So ridiculous.
At this stage, the clip.
Yeah, I mean, also trapped is just the wrong word to use, but overall, my message I stand by.
Okay, I want to play, because I think it fits in well here, the Caroline Levitt clip. This is where she's working with her baby. We'll just show the picture of her working at the White House with a baby in one hand and helping to run the country with the other. Now, when I first saw that picture, I thought, wow, that's a pretty extraordinary, powerful image of a young woman who's very young to be doing the incredibly important job she does. She does it, I think, extraordinarily well, and she's a mother, and she's feeding her son whilst doing this at the same time. Rachel, when you saw that image, it got a lot of blowback, good and bad. Some people loved it, some people hated it. What did you think about it?
Well, I actually tweeted about this too, because although I'm a big fan of Caroline, as a person, I think she's great, she's smart, she's lovely. I don't understand this compulsion, especially in the Trump administration, but on the right in general, where we're supposed to be conservatives, where we are pushing mothers to work. Trump has been a huge proponent of hiring women, getting women back to work as soon as possible after having the baby. And I think this is a huge mistake because, number one, what are we conserving? If we're not conserving the traditional family and traditional gender roles and motherhood in the middle of a birth rate crisis, what are we conserving as conservatives?
Yeah.
Just like lower taxes? I mean, should be a core issue for us on the right to say, no, motherhood is not a part-time gig that you do on the side. You don't, ship your baby off to daycare where they're spending 3 times as much time with a low-wage daycare worker as they are with mom while you go and do your career.
Also too, your when you have a 2-parent household today, the father's working and the mother wants to work because she wants to have her own money. That's not bad, but really she should be concentrating on her family and not sending her kids to daycare, which costs extra money, and also that takes away valuable bonding time with her kids. Also, it takes away from the mother too and her experiences and bonding with her children. Vice versa, I think that's the most important thing right there, is for a mother being able to have time with her children. And also too, what was I gonna say? It slipped my mind. I was just saying that my mind's like oh yeah. But basically, the woman should be at home taking care of the children, not because that she has to, or that anyone says she has to, but because it's a duty. It's a natural, inherent duty, just like it is a natural, inherent duty of the father to provide, for his family, for his wife and kids, for his mate and his offspring. The woman has a duty and a responsibility to raise her offspring and spend time with her offspring, so she can instill with them good values. And the husband does that too when he gets back, when he has the time, when he's not dead tired, but when he has the time, he'll spend time with his daughter and sons too, and instill some discipline, not like hitting or anything, but discipline, like telling him, no, that can't, that you're not supposed to do, or you're gonna get hurt, or no, that's not an appropriate thing to do, or no, you can't do it because if you do that, that's wrong. You know, like that's the male part of teaching his kids and spending time with his kids. You know, he'll enjoy them too. Like, you know, he will have fun with them, play some games with them, take them out somewhere, you know, stuff like that. And if the mother, she'll either go with the children, or she'll want some time to herself and, you know, spend time at home while he takes the kids out, so she can have a little break. Whatever, you know, whatever works for them. You know, each family is different. But yeah, that's the natural thing right there is a two-parent household where the mother would be staying home to look after the home and the kids. You know, it would save more money too, instead of having the kids going to daycare and, you know, all that stuff all the time.
Plenty of life to live after raising kids. I think after you've done that, if you want to venture out and do a few more things, once you have the empty nest, I think that's okay. But pushing mothers to work it's one of the key things that's tearing apart the fabric of society, because we're not raising our own children. We're not passing down our values to them. We're sending them to daycare, and we're sending them to state-run schools, and that's who they're being raised by.
Yeah. All right, Clementine, your response to that?
Do you work, Rachel?
No.
You don't make any money from your podcasting?
I make some money, but I do. I do maybe a couple.
You do some form of paid employment.
Yes. First of all, my children are grown up now. I'm 44 years old, so I had my first one at 20. They're grown up. They're moved out.
Yep.
But I work still very, very part-time, maybe a couple hours a week at most.
But do you have...
Because my primary responsibility is to my husband.
But you've got 5 children, right? Is that correct? And they're all grown up and all moved out, or you've still got some young children?
The youngest one... The youngest
yeah, we
ones
still have
are
a couple
teenagers.
at home. And by the way, you're just making an argument from hypocrisy.
So can I just ask you? Can I just ask you? Do you find, even with the small amount of part-time work that you do, which you do get paid for, do you find satisfaction from that?
There it comes. I knew it was coming. Do you find the stuff you're doing now fulfilling? Being a stay-at-home mom, working little to none. Do you find any satisfaction in that? Do you feel fulfilled? Do you feel enjoyment from that? Of course, the feminists always bring that up. Oh, God.
Do you get satisfaction from that work?
It's not the money, because Andrew makes far more than I make. I make a very, very tiny amount of money off of, you know, my book and a couple of appearances here and there, might sell a few books. It's practically nothing. If I was doing it for the money, it'd be a waste of even the couple of hours. But what I would say to that is, we're not against women doing other things. So if you look at the Bible and the Proverbs 31 woman, she does a lot of things. She's out buying land. She's making decisions. She's doing all kinds of things. The difference is that she's doing them under the purview of the guidance and leadership of her husband and for her family, not for a corporation, not for her own glory, not for her own ambition.
Yeah, not for like a boss of a corporation or company, which would only use you until you pretty much outlived your usefulness to them, and then they toss you aside. And this is another thing that a lot of former feminists have shown, especially with the aging millennials turning in their 40s and 50s. They say that some of them were saying that they spent so much time in their corporate job that they have nothing to show for it. And also, too, there's really no loyalty to their from their corporation jobs or from their company jobs, because they found out the hard way that they're replaceable after some time. And that's just how the corporate world works, and especially in the company world work. That's just how it works. You're replaceable to them. You know, at not any time, but well, depending on the circumstances or context, yeah, you're replaceable to them at any time, and you have an expiry date to them.
A lot of that depends on whether or not you have faith in the Bible, which obviously not everyone does. But the reason I asked you those questions wasn't because I was trying to set you up or anything like that. It doesn't surprise me that you would get some satisfaction. To me, the point of the question wasn't about the money. It's about the work. It's about the passion that you put into it. And the reason I asked was because a multi-year study done by Adrienne Freck and Sarah Damasque, found that the mental health of women who worked full-time after the birth of their first child was significantly higher than those who didn't have paid work at all. So I think that taking into account the fact that for a lot of women, and this is also what Betty Friedan found when she wrote The Feminine Mystique, and Stephanie Coontz backed this up as well in her book, The Way We Never Were, which is a history of the
But are
modern
you
American
married,
family.
Clementine? I've no idea about your situation, but are you married? Do you have kids? What's your deal?
I've got a kid. I'm not married.
Oh, of course.
Okay, but you have a...
So I'm a single mother.
Okay.
Figures.
And I have a very...
Yeah, figures. Not saying it's bad, but a lot of the feminists out there are they're single mothers, or they're like not really together with their husbands, or they're separated, or they're just with their husbands for show, but they're living separately.
Excellent relationship with my son's father. We co-parent together very well, but we're not married. We don't live together. I certainly have found, since having a child, I mean, I've always worked anyway, but I've been working since I was 13 years old, but I've always found that work for me is very satisfying. And this, what I'm saying is that these are the findings of multiple historians, anthropologists, scientists, that
these are the findings of diehard feminists who are only investigating this from a feminist point of view. They're already sold on
Stephanie
the ideology,
Coontz,
and what they do
Stephanie
is they
Coontz
cherry pick data.
Is a world-renowned historian. She's not specifically a feminist. She's a world-renowned historian, and these were her findings as well. So you cannot deny the reality. It's when you look at the facts.
Yeah, that Kuntz, whatever, yeah, and the other one, they cherry pick data and whatnot. And the only reason why, like anybody can figure this out. The reason why a lot of these women were stressed out and everything whatnot, and after having kids, is because they're working. Now, if they didn't work and they just stayed home, raising their kids, watching after the house, you know, like, and then taking a break after whatnot, you know, like of that, and do fun things and other stuff, you know, like other things. There's more than just like cleaning the house and everything whatnot. It doesn't take all day. It's like a few hours, maybe 4 hours tops. Then you got more hours to do other stuff. You know, read a book, watch TV, spend time with your kids, do fun stuff with your kids, take them out somewhere, do fun things, whatever, right? Yeah, a lot of these feminists don't like hearing this stuff. They will adamantly ignore these kind of things and say, "Oh no, the woman's trapped. Oh no, poor woman trapped in the house, can't do anything else."
And can't do anything else. We're not saying women can never leave the house. We're not saying you can't have other things in your life that you find fulfilling.
You're suggesting that the primary role for a woman, and that, you know, in your faith, I'm not going to discredit that, but your faith in God says that this is what you believe God says that you should be doing, but that the primary role for a woman is that she should be staying at home, that she should be devoted to her husband, she should be devoted to her children. The facts do not back that up. The facts of familial satisfaction don't back that up.
History backs it up. History shows that kind of system's been working for a very, very, very long time. I mean, ever since that system's been changed because of feminism, we have a birth rate crisis now and a worker shortage. Oh, okay, cool. Thanks, Hassan, for following. I'll make sure to follow you back. But yeah, so we got the birth rate crisis, and it doesn't look very good. I was watching a YouTube video on that, a documentary about how in the next 20 years or less, we're going to be facing a major crisis where there aren't going to be enough people working to support the ever-growing, aged-out populace of non-workers, which means retirees, elderly people that can't work anymore. And there's going to be so much of them that it's going to be a strain on the system, especially on the tax dollars. Because it's going to cost more to house them, clothe them, feed them, you know, pay for their Social Security and their old age pensions in Canada. This is in Canada too. This is not just in America. This is in a lot of places. This is in South Korea, Canada, America. Where else? In Spain, France, Japan, and a lot of other first world countries where feminism has taken over. it's getting pretty bad. The future doesn't look very promising right now. It's very dire right now. Even economists, I think, economists said that even if right now people suddenly started having babies like crazy, it still wouldn't fix the crisis dilemma that's happening right now. They're still not going to. These babies right now aren't going to make it in time to replace to replace the retirees and aging populace. To bring more tax dollars and to replace the aged out workers. So yeah, we're kind of like on a train going right now, going towards a derailment, or there's no tracks at the end of the road, and we're on a train speeding towards it right now. So yeah, it's.
Really? Hang on. Okay, let me jump in. Hang on.
Yes, they do.
Hang on. Sorry, Clementine. I think you've chosen the wrong moment to say that. You've clearly got a woman here on the panel, but the facts completely back that up. She's had a lot of kids. She's very happily married.
She loves that there would be exceptions to the rule, but statistically speaking,
statistically got one sitting there in front of you.
That's completely untrue, though. For her to say that this one study, that this one survey is going to tell us something. First of all, we have two.
It was a
multi-year.
It was a multi-year study.
Let me ask you, Clementine. Let me ask Clementine. When you were you married or not? I can't remember what you said. Were you married?
No, I've never been married.
Okay. But when you were with your partner before you broke up, who did the household chores and stuff like that? I mean, how did you delineate that as a feminist?
It was a struggle because even in lots of supposedly egalitarian households, again, the data backs up that even women who make more money than their partners or their spouses tend to do more unpaid domestic labor. This is the
who did most of the domestic chores?
Yeah.
In my house.
Yeah.
Me.
You did.
Me.
Okay, and Rachel, who does most of them in yours?
That's the reality for.
Well, hang on.
For most
Rachel,
women,
who does the domestic stuff in your house, Rachel?
I do absolutely all of it, and the thing I want to say to
you're very
Clementine
similar. I mean, it seems to me you're both.
I care far less about women's fulfillment in careers than I care about children and how they're being raised, and I want her to justify to me why we should be paying low-wage daycare workers to raise our children rather than doing it ourselves. How does it make sense to take your duty of motherhood and simply put it on a different random woman? How does that system make sense? Why should we tell women to do that?
If you would like to stay at home and raise your children,
you're not answering
totally
fine.
You're not answering the question.
My question is, how is it good for children
it's a question of
for them
choice.
to be raised by
it's a question of choice.
No,
it's actually not worse.
No.
It's not worse
Why
for
is it
children
better outcomes?
to be raised by working mothers. That's
Why
also the facts back that up. There is no study that suggests that women who work
Listen, lady,
raise
there are
children
no
who are
facts
less happy.
on
That is not true.
There are no facts on planet Earth that back up that single mother households have better outcomes. That's one. Two, that outsourcing your hang on. Let me finish, lady. If you outsource the raising of your children, you're already making yourself a single mother. Just so you know. Here's what's going on. Just so that you understand.
Are you a single father because your wife raises your children?
Lady.
Excuse me, don't call me lady.
Lady.
Can you let me finish? Can anybody finish a point?
Oh, she's mad. Lady, don't call me lady, call me.
Can anybody finish a point? Or
I don't know,
only
do you have a point?
Are only you allowed to? I'm trying to make one. So
you don't seem to be making a point, Andrew.
If you outsource your children's raising to strangers, answer Rachel's question.
She's getting all mad. You can see in her eyes, look how pissed she is.
And tell her how that makes more sense than having the child raised by their own biological mother. Actually answer.
Well, in my case, it makes more sense because I need to make money to pay my bills to raise my child. But in many other families, it makes...
What if you depended on your husband's income?
Do you see the problem of how we ended up here?
Yep.
Now it's my turn to finish. But actually, again, if you knew what you were talking about, if you actually read anything about the data on these things rather than just reaching into your gut.
There we go. Let's go. I got that book. Occult Feminism, The Secret History of Women's Liberation. That is a good book right there. This is like a reference book that you could use to look and search the history yourself, and you'll see it. It's right in the history books. All what's explained in this book is in the history books. It's based on historical facts. And they don't like that. That's why they're against Rachel and other women like her so much, because it goes against what they've been indoctrinated to, and that is feminism. I'm not saying like feminists, they're not bad, they're not evil people. They're just unfortunately very indoctrinated and very delusional because of that. It's very unfortunate.
That feels
Let's
true
go
to
over the
you.
data. Show me the data that shows that if you outsource childcare, it's
There
better.
was a father in the household.
Let me bring Emily in, because Emily's been, again, Emily's been, hang on.
There is no statistical data to support the fact that children raised by mothers who work are less happy than children raised by mothers who stay at home.
There's tons
I
of
would
data.
never try and stop Rachel.
There's so
your wife,
much
from staying home to raise
overwhelming
your
data.
children. That's her choice. That's
hey,
her choice
listen,
to do that.
And Andrew's right. There is a lot of data, a lot of studies showing that single parent households, especially single parent households of single mothers, that children don't fare very much, unfortunately. I know, even though they tried their hardest, it's not stable enough for the children.
There is so much overwhelming
data. Because that's her choice.
All right, let me bring Emily in. Let me bring Emily in.
Piers knows that.
Emily was trying to say something.
You don't want your daughters and your nieces being forced to stay at home to raise families.
I don't want my
evidence
kids
that
to
the
be forced to
outcome
do
for
anything.
children-
No, Emily, you wanted to say something.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I mean, look, I'm not going to argue data with either of you guys. I'm sure you know more than me, but I can say that my father is my hero and the most important person in my life. And if I didn't have him and he wasn't in the household, I don't know where I would be today. And my girlfriends who were raised without fathers in the household, I do see them struggle in different ways when it comes to dating and all these different things. And it's funny because it's like they do make a point. Like if there was a father in the household supporting you, I think a lot of these issues wouldn't be what they are. So I think there's points to both of these things.
Okay, well, I guess it's pretty good that she agrees with Rachel and Andrew Wilson, but at the same time, she does still have that feministic influence. So I'm like, yeah.
Okay, let me ask Andrew. Andrew.
But supporting in what way?
Is your name Andrew? Anyway, go ahead, Piers.
Andrew, I was going to ask Andrew, when Rachel said that she does all domestic...
Is your name Andrew? Just shut your ass up.
Chores. Is there anything you do? I mean, do you put the bins out? Do you do the trash out? I mean, what do you do anything?
I don't do shit. That's what I got a wife
Maybe a
for.
little yard work.
But not only that.
If something breaks, there's yard work. That's about it.
Yeah, cars need repair, something like that. But I'm not going to do household chores. That's what I got married for. I don't want to do household chores. Not only that, on top of that, let's just point a couple things out. It's absolutely wrong. Here's what the stats actually say. That if a child is raised in a two-parent household, they're going to have way better outcomes. And if they have a present mother who's more present with them, they're going to have way better outcomes. Every single data point backs this up.
Yep, because it's stability. And if you watch those documentaries with the people who've had divorces, basically children of divorced parents, they're speaking about their experiences when they're in their teens or in their adult stages, and they say that after the parents divorced, they've lost the sense of stability, the sense of security, and that's where things started going skewed for them. And then you have one saying that they either their parents divorced at an age where they were just little kids, and they either stayed with the mother or the father. And some of them fared okay with the father, but a lot of them who stayed with the mother didn't fare so well on a single parent household where the mother is the main parent. And so they all say that they lost that sense of stability, that sense of security.
The outsourcing of children to public school, especially for 8 hours a day, is absurd. Stop. Let me finish the point. Let me finish the point, and then you can respond. Let me finish the point.
I've got to say, Clementine, as someone who doesn't like being interrupted, you interrupt
Why is
a
it that you
lot.
won't let me finish the point?
I got a
Let me
text
finish the
message from your
point.
producer, Piers, telling me to interrupt if I disagreed with anyone.
Yeah.
So take it up with them.
No, but I think that what's changed since that text message is you've made a point of objecting to being interrupted. So I don't think you can do that.
And yet I keep
and
being
then keep
interrupted, Piers, so that's just the state of play
why don't
right
you
now.
practice what you
I keep
preach
being
and
interrupted.
don't interrupt Andrew when he's trying to finish his point?
Yeah, so look, I've just finished the point.
Would he make a point? He hasn't made one yet.
Yeah, I just did. I made multiple points. All the data points
Well,
are
he's
against
made the
you
point
on
that
this.
he doesn't respect his
You're
wife
still not,
because he doesn't.
lady.
He
You still
married a
can't
wife
stop
because
talking.
he didn't.
Doesn't respect his wife. I like. Well, not like. Well, yeah. It's predictable how they come with that. Come with that all the time. The feminists you don't respect your wife. Yeah. You secretly hate your wife. You secretly disrespect your wife. Yeah. You deprave. You degrade your wife. This and that. You secretly degrade your wife. Blah blah blah. Same thing. Same feministic propaganda stuff.
You still can't stop talking, lady. This is why it should say the 19th under that shirt. You cannot even be quiet long enough to hear a counterpoint. Here's the counterpoints. The data you're citing, you don't have any when it comes to outcomes for children. When it comes to outsourcing, they're raising.
Incorrect.
None.
Incorrect.
No. Show me any that shows that you sending your kids outsourcing.
Which data are you
Would
citing?
you stop so that I can finish the question?
No, tell me.
I'm trying to at least
cite the
finish the
data.
question. Yes. Yeah. Okay. Here's the thing. One more time. All data points to the fact that if you outsource the raising of your children,
you can't
especially
just
when they're
stand there
young,
and say all data. You actually have to cite it.
cite any data that shows.
Say that.
Cite any data ever that shows that you outsourcing the care of your child is good for the child. Any. Yeah, that's right.
Kuntz.
Nothing. You got Stephanie Kuntz doesn't say that. You're lying.
Do you even know who Stephanie Kuntz is?
Yes. Do you mean the feminist writer?
Who Stephanie Kuntz is.
The feminist writer, Stephanie Kuntz?
You clearly don't even know what you're talking about.
I don't.
I can tell you.
You're not even interested. You're not even interested enough in the topic.
I'm sorry.
You're not even interested enough to respect
I'm sorry. Who's
the topic
Stephanie
enough.
Kuntz? Let's make sure we got it right. Who's Stephanie Kuntz?
Stephanie Kuntz is an historian. A world-renowned historian into marriage and the structure of the American family.
And isn't a feminist, right? Isn't a feminist? I just want to make sure we're clear.
I have no idea if she's a feminist or not. I know that she's an historian.
Well, then why would you try to make a refutation about what I'm saying? Clearly, you don't know enough about the topic. Right? It's silly.
I'm
only allowed to. I'm only allowed to reference feminists. I'm not allowed to reference historians. Is that we're only? So
if you have a historian who's also a feminist,
you're clearly only allowed to reference.
If you have a historian who's also a feminist, they're biased, right?
Let me ask you, Clementine. Clementine, let me ask you.
Why are you so obsessed with whether or not she's a feminist or not?
Clementine, let me ask you a question.
She's a historian.
Because it would promote bias.
Because it would be biased.
Let me try and ask a question here. Clementine, do you hate men?
No, of course I don't hate men. What an absurd, reductive question. Why did you think that was
hang on, I'm about to follow up. They hate you. Why in 2020 did you tweet the coronavirus isn't killing men fast enough?
I tweeted that in 2020 as a misguided tweet, but it was actually much of a part of a longer...
Misguided? What? Misguided. Okay. See, they never want to face the consequences or repercussions of their actions or choices. Jeez.
I did tweet.
Thread.
Coronavirus.
Misguided tweet. But it was actually much of a part of a longer
misguided tweet. Thread. Coronavirus isn't killing men fast enough. You say you don't hate men.
I apologize for it, Piers.
You thought a deadly pandemic virus wasn't killing men fast enough.
Apologize to men again. Do it again. You haven't apologized to me for saying that you want me to die from the coronavirus.
Well, I would have to consider you a man to apologize you for that,
Say you're sorry. You don't even know what a woman is.
Why would I apologize? You know what I consider you a man.
Andrew, I would like for her to apologize to me because I do not appreciate her saying that my own husband does not respect me. Of course he respects me. He respects me as a mother and as a wife. He treats me like gold. Who the hell are you to tell me if he respects me or not?
You wouldn't have to get paid for this if you had a husband.
I didn't say that he... Where did I even
You did.
mention?
You said he clearly doesn't respect his wife.
You did say that. I heard you say it.
You mean the piece of shit that you're married to? Yeah, he clearly
Oh,
doesn't
there we
respect
go.
you.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, yeah. True face is revealed. Dun, dun, dun.
Jokes about piece of shit that you're married to. Yeah, he clearly doesn't
there we
respect
go.
you.
Oh,
He
there
sits
we
there and
go.
makes
Lady.
jokes about how
Hey,
he married
lady.
you. He doesn't
He's
do
not
shit
the
around
piece
the
of
house
shit
because
in
that's
this
why you married a
panel.
wife.
That would be you,
That's
man.
why you got a
You're
wife.
the one.
Yeah.
Listen, let's get back to the topic here. You're the one who is
That would be
insisting
nice.
that there's
The
no
topic,
data
the
proving
list of
that
topics that we
shut
were sent.
up.
I
Shut
would
your mouth.
genuinely.
Nobody
Okay,
wants to
hang
hear
on.
that.
Time out. I would genuinely like to know. You said it was
Says she wasn't man-hating, right? Okay.
misguided to say the coronavirus wasn't killing men fast enough. Why
Yeah, it was
would
a
you?
terrible thing to say.
So why
it was a
did
terrible
you?
thing to say.
No,
to
I
you.
understand.
I
it's a
already said that the time
Don't
was
worry.
a
Let me
terrible
finish
thing
my
to say.
question. I do understand it's a terrible thing to say. My question, my bemusement. Why would you say that?
Yeah.
Because I was really frustrated with the articles that I was reading about how the pandemic was it was derailing women's workplace. It was derailing women's
She's slipping out.
economic trajectories. And there was a specific article that I had read about a woman who had founded her own company. She was the CEO of it. Her husband had taken a sabbatical prior to the pandemic. And within 2 days of childcare closing down, he said, I can't take care of the 4-year-old. And she quit her job to go home and look after the kid.
So that warrants the death of all men, or a lot of men, or a majority of men, or some men? Like, what the hell? You see, this is the kind of crazy delusional stuff, the misandry stuff from feminists that is there, and it's even though there's feminists like her that say at first they don't hate men, they clearly do. Oh man.
To do with you wanting more men to be killed.
So that's one. Here's if you're going to take care of the 4-year-old, and she quit her job to go home and look after the kid.
What's that got to do with you wanting more men to be killed?
Yeah.
So that's one. Here's if you're going to ask me the question, then let me finish it.
You know what, Clementine? You know what, Clementine? When you tweet, literally, coronavirus isn't killing men fast enough. I think I'm entitled to push you a little bit more than it was a bit misguided. You're literally calling for the mass culling of men while simultaneously pretending you don't hate men.
Come on, you know that. Don't be disingenuous. You know that that's not what I was calling for. You know
did he
that
misinterpret the tweet?
That's what it literally says, lady. She was wishing, condoning the death of a lot of men, or a majority of a lot of men, or all men. Like, basically, she's condoning the death of men. Period. Jesus.
Kill all men. Coronavirus isn't killing men fast enough.
You know that it was a glib tweet, and you know that I also apologized for it shortly after that. You know that I was sincere in my apology.
You didn't apologize
so
to
why you're dragging
me.
it out 5 years later?
Can you apologize to Andrew, please?
Well, you apologized to me for saying you wanted me to die.
I would not apologize to you if I did something to you.
Yeah, okay.
Let
There
alone
we
for
go.
doing nothing to you.
Even
I
if
don't
you did
consider
something to me,
I
you
don't
wouldn't
consider you
apologize.
Was that the only time, Clementine? Hang on. I've got a follow-up. I have a follow-up. Clementine, was that the only time you've tweeted that you want all men to be killed?
Piers, why don't you just...
Outed, man. Exposed.
say what you want to say.
No, I'm just asking you a question. Have you tweeted previously?
I have tweeted prior to that.
Kill all men.
As a joke.
As a joke, right?
I have.
As a joke. Okay.
As a joke.
So
Very
you
funny.
quite
Very
regularly
funny
think
joke.
it's funny to say that men should be
No,
killed?
I don't quite regularly. There's two examples that you can think of.
Yeah, you don't hate
One
men,
of
but you
which
did
was
tweet
5
kill
years
all
ago,
men, and
one
then
of
you
which was
tweeted
at
the
least 10
coronavirus
years
isn't
ago.
killing men fast enough. I put it to you.
Yeah, oh, hang on. I've also...
I put it to
I've
you.
also
You probably do
I've
hate
also
men
tweeted
if
that
you
men
want us
should
all
be fired
dead.
into the sun. I've also said that men should be fired into the sun. Tell me, at what point do these very clearly glib, and yes...
See, this is what feminism does, unfortunately. It promotes the misandry towards men. You know, the hatred towards men. Man-hating. They'll say that they don't hate men, but secretly underneath they do. Because feminism has taught them that. To hate men, to distrust men, to think of men as toxic or lower than them, or not useful at all, or even outdated. Oh, jeez.
I have apologized for them very clearly. Glib tweets from a time as well where Twitter was such a toxic. I don't tweet anymore. It's a bad place.
Yeah, sure. Blame everything else but themselves. See, that's the thing too. The feminists. It's unfortunate that they're like that. That they're indoctrinated not to accept the consequences or repercussions of their actions or their choices.
For everybody. Okay. At what point do those things be accepted as glib, misguided, regrettable, deeply apologetic for them now? Remarks that you would never say again.
You don't sound very apologetic.
I think you should just admit that you don't like men. I think it's the problem comes when you keep denying.
I don't like you very much, Piers.
I don't care if you like me or not. You spray gun me in public. I couldn't give a damn.
Why do I have to sit here and admit to you that I don't like men? What do you hoping
I just asked you if you do or not. You said you don't hate men.
I said that I did.
You spend all your time wanting us to be dead.
Me.
Hang on. She loves men. You just gotta shoot him into the sun. That's all.
You don't like me. You think Andrew's a piece of shit. So that's every single man involved in this debate you hate.
Oh, she's grabbing a drink of water. Yeah, when they get really frustrated or angry, they'll drink a lot of water all the time.
Every man in this debate, Clementine, you've said you hate.
Relationships with men, you shouldn't be giving advice on it.
Emily, what was that?
I hate every man in this
if you live a life where you've been unsuccessful in relationships, whether it's friendship, love, marriage, whatever it is, I think you're probably the last person in the position to be giving advice what women should do with men. I mean, I don't feel any animosity towards men, even when it comes to him
successful in friendships and relationships. That's a very
are you a single mom?
That's a very odd. Well, being a single mother doesn't mean that I'm unsuccessful in relationships. I already said before that I have a very beautiful co-parenting relationship with my son's father. He lives in the same apartment building as us.
Co-parenting? Yeah, okay. They always see stuff like that. Basically, what they mean is co-parenting is that they got the poor guy by the balls somehow. Either through courts or they tore him down so much where he's just defeated and he's like, okay, whatever, yeah, okay. I'll pretend that we're okay together and whatnot for the sake of our kid or whatever, blah, blah. So, yeah, I can imagine that dude that she was with, how she either tore him down or she got him by the balls somehow. Usually it's through court. Or she threatened to take most of his money in court because the courts are very biased towards men. You know, they're against men and in favor of women all the time. So yeah.
We're deeply close friends.
That's great,
so
but it didn't work out.
I don't understand why you think that is. I'm not bitter towards men at all. I'm annoyed at the expectation that some men on this panel have, that women should do everything for them. I'm certainly angry at the.
That's what I mean. Do everything for them. Like when you're with a man and you have kids, isn't it your duty and responsibility as the mother to help, raise the kids, to take care of the household while the man is out there working, breaking his back every day to bring home the bacon, bring home money? So that way she could have access to that money too and buy stuff to make the house nicer, more comfortable, to buy things for the kids, buy clothes, so she could go shopping, like, oh God, yeah. So it's frustrating. So that feminists are just, they can't see anything. It's just the indoctrination is like blah, 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 in their head. Ugh.
The fact that in the UK,
do you think
a woman,
Andrew does everything?
I mean, I do everything I can for my boyfriend. I'm not bitter and
angry that
resentful.
in the UK a woman is killed every 3 days by a man. I'm angry that in America 3 women are killed every day by a man.
How many men are killed every day by men?
Issue. That's kind of a different.
How many men are killed every day by men?
1 woman is killed every 10 minutes. By an
how many
babies do you women kill?
I'm angry about. And I'm angry
how many babies do you guys kill?
This is what they do.
1 in 3 girls over the age of 15 will experience sexual violence in her lifetime.
Yeah, and what about the statistics for men? Like that's something the feminists say. They always ignore. They cherry pick that stuff all the time. They always just choose what's happening to women and not what's happening to men. And also too, they like to avoid that topic of how many abortions are going on every day, every hour. They don't want to face that.
I'm very angry about
fake
that.
Statistic,
I'm
and I would
angry
love
about
to
rape
tear
and
this
sexual
apart.
assault. I'm angry about the fact that the most dangerous person to a woman is a man that she knows. I'm
That's
angry
a
about all
lie.
of these things, yes, but that doesn't mean that I hate men. That doesn't mean that I don't.
You just want to shoot them into the sun.
And I have the data to prove it.
For men's greatness with women and with
You
children.
want to shoot men into the sun, you want them
all
killed
things
by
in the sun.
coronavirus, and you want all of us dead, and you hate both the men on the panel. Other than that, you love men. We
You
get
love
it.
them. You love them. They're great.
Can I review some of the
that I hate
Well,
the men on this
my
panel.
thing is, like, can't you admit that you at least like men enough that they gave you a beautiful child you're super grateful of? I mean, that's a positive.
This is honestly one of the most absurd conversations I've ever had in my life. I've just
I
sat
kind of
here
agree.
and explained that I
kind of
don't
agree.
hate men. Yeah. I've just sat here and explained that I have a wonderful relationship with my son's father. I've just sat here and said, you know, that I've apologized for these things that I've said in the past. We've all said terrible things. Piers, you've said terrible things on Twitter. We've all said terrible things and apologized for them afterwards.
I would like to hear from the man's side of the story, the man's point of view, her husband's point of view, in a separate interview. See what he really thinks.
Hang on. What have I said? What have I said? Name one.
Oh, Piers, do you want me to look them up right
Yes,
now?
please.
Okay, let me just give me a second.
Tell me a terrible thing I said on Twitter.
Piers Morgan.
While
terrible
she's looking,
tweets.
can I refute her fake statistics that she just gave? Because I hear
Piers
feminists
Morgan's
repeat this all
terrible
the time.
opinions.
Well,
There
go
we
on.
go. I'll look at that.
Give me a terrible opinion.
Rachel, I thought you were talking while I'm just scrolling through the endless terrible
We can all wait,
Cool, I
Clementine.
wanna
The
hear it.
clock is ticking, though. I mean,
I
find one
wanna hear
terrible
it.
thing that I've tweeted.
Oh, I think that All Lives Matter was pretty bad.
You think all lives matter? It's a bit better than men should be dying faster, isn't
All
it?
lives matter.
Let's just
All
compare
lives
all
matter
lives
as a
matter
rejection
against
of Black
more
Lives
men
Matter.
should die
All
faster.
lives matter. All lives matter is a rejection of Black Lives Matter.
I didn't reject Black
it's
Lives
pretty-
Matter. I didn't reject Black
pretty-
Lives Matter. I
it's
didn't
pretty
reject
ignorant
it.
to the-
I didn't reject
it's pretty
Black Lives
ignorant to
Matter. I didn't reject
the
Black Lives
reason
Matter.
for
Don't,
Black
don't
lives.
lie.
No, but you did.
Don't, no,
you
I
did
didn't.
tweet All Lives
No, I
Matter in
didn't.
response
You see,
to
this is the
it.
trouble. You
I'm
say that
seeing
I've
it
said
right
terrible
here.
things. When you try and find them, you don't have any.
I'm saying you're looking at it right here, Piers.
Well, go
All
on.
lives matter.
He didn't say white lives matter. He said all lives matter, which is true. And any decent
Do you not
human
think
will
all
agree
lives
with
matter,
that.
Clementine?
It's absolutely ridiculous.
Clementine, do all lives matter?
I think that all lives
Matter?
deserve respect.
Do they
but
matter?
I think that in the context,
Do all lives matter, Clementine?
you do know what all lives do matter. And
Thank
all
you,
lives-
thank you.
all
And
lives-
that
what's
bombshell,
all lives
the
are not
one
given the same
terrible
respect,
thing you
though.
found
All
I've ever
lives are not
said,
given the
you
same
completely
respect.
agree with. So
All
on
lives are not given the same respect.
on that
Yes.
delightful note, where you agree with the one terrible thing that I've ever apparently said, we will leave this compelling debate. Thank you all very much indeed. I'm going to say, Rachel, I think, Rachel, it's lovely to see a very happily married couple who genuinely like each other. So thank you for coming on Uncensored. And in your
Now
case,
make me some
Clementine,
breakfast,
I
woman.
hope you find a man like Andrew to take care of you. Thank you all very much. Piers Morgan Uncensored
was
is
good.
proudly independent. The only boss around here is me. If you enjoy our show, we ask for only
gonna give it a
one
like.
simple thing.
That was good.
Hit subscribe on YouTube and follow Piers Morgan Uncensored on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. And in return, we will continue our mission to inform, irritate, and entertain. And we'll do it all for free. Independent, uncensored media has never been more critical, and we couldn't do it without you.
All right.
It's Christine Gray.
Wait, before we watch that one, let's check out this one.
Single second of this is torture.
Okay, wait, before I continue with this, well, I think we might watch it. But anyways, I'm gonna go a quick washroom break. I'll be right back. All right, don't go anywhere. Sorry, if we did, we'll just go to the other one.
Yeah, you are bad at this game. We've noticed.
Shut up, Nogla! I'm better than you!
Then somebody turned.
Noglay always gets on her case. He likes to bug the shit out of Pasta. She gets mad at him sometimes. It's funny.
Are you on the right region?
How do I know that?
I already want to fucking kill something. I'm not gonna make it at the. I'm not gonna make it to the end of this video. I'm just letting everyone know in advance that, guys, we only have to beat 7 levels, and then we've beaten the game. Does everyone know how to stop and go?
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
Stop and go, guys. Oh, there's 4 fucking levels in each one.
So there's 28 of them.
What the fuck is that, man?
Do I jump on it?
The hell is that?
My bad.
I think only 2 people can go at one time.
Go, you motherfucker.
Don't worry, let Maga go first. My controller disconnected.
Why is my controller fucked?
Oh, yeah, no, it's not. It's not. Only two can go at a time. Only 2 people can go.
I thought it was my controller.
It's not your controller. Everyone, yeah.
Okay, everyone stay still.
We just have to
still.
take turns.
I'm about to jump. Never mind.
He's going for the second tower.
Nogla?
Her head. It's like piss.
Never mind.
He's going for the second tower.
Nogla?
Nogla. Now go. Oh
my.
Okay.
Oh.
I got nervous. I got nervous.
You know. Come on, dude.
500 pang! Alright. Okay, I got this. Easy.
Nice.
That's easy, guys. That's very
Get the
easy.
key?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we can go across. Game.
What happened? What'd you do?
Pushed. I got pushed.
You didn't get pushed. Everyone was moving. It moves
no
you
push.
back. No one pushed you. Stop blaming the game. You have skill issue. You're a woman.
What?
Oh, you fucking stupid.
Oh, you're that fucking Happy Gilmore clown.
This is fun.
Come on. No!
Oh.
Okay, Nogla, you go first, okay? You go first.
Did you hear that bang?
Now recording.
Dude, that sounded like the fucking bang sound effect that they use on TikTok.
You're on TikTok? Why haven't you watched any of my
No,
videos?
I'm not saying that I'm on TikTok. I'm saying that they use that.
So it's a conveyor belt. Stop moving, and you move backwards.
See, I told you, Nogla. I told you.
So you got to orchestrate all to move, and I'll stop because I'm towards the edge. Start moving. Press the move. And then you stop moving.
I need to go. Basti,
you need to stop moving so I can move.
When I move, you move. Just like that.
You're lucky you have the key.
Okay, come on.
Good job, guys.
How do I jump over this fucking thing?
You jump.
There we go.
Oh my gosh, I'm so happy. Get in. Get out here.
There we go.
Yeah, that's easy. Oh, it's the thing from Minecraft.
Fuck! Thing from Mario Kart. It looks like. It looks like Kirby.
What is he?
All right, what's the plan,
don't
guys?
remember.
I haven't
Don't
learned
look at
anything
it
so far.
I think. Don't look at it. Okay, look at it.
Oh.
Doesn't like Chinese
maybe
people.
one person walk.
Okay, yeah.
I think he doesn't like when more than one person moves.
Oh,
fuck that. It is. See, I was testing it.
Want to stop now?
And then Brian moves. And then Pasta moves.
And then we all move together.
And then I move. Over there. We just have to be patient, which is literally the hardest thing in the world for us to do.
I'm very patient.
No, you just worked with patience.
You've killed a lot of them.
Hey, that's not my fault.
That's it, dude. Shit's boring.
Yes, but we all have to get there. I think it doesn't do anything when we're past.
I don't care if it's boring. I don't.
That was
okay. That was my fault.
Oh, I'm pretty sure it's not
that theory.
move.
Yep. Okay.
I did not move. You're just cranky because you need another
sure
frosty.
Do not go close to
You
me.
just
I will
go get
keep the
another
key.
frosty, Nogla.
Gotcha.
Let's go. Not. Yeah, maybe I like boring. Maybe I'm 32, about to be 33 and a dad, and I like fucking boring, Evan. Maybe I like it like that. All right? You ever think of that? Maybe I like that. Maybe I like fishing. Maybe I like being ducks bred on a fucking park bench. Maybe I like that.
Maybe I like the Minecraft movie.
Maybe I like the chicken song and McFlurries.
Press space to show. So you have to.
What?
Look how far I am, guys.
Oh shit.
Okay,
Tails,
all right,
go
all right.
ahead.
Uh-oh.
Okay. Oh, you died. No, okay, just don't fall down.
All right.
So we gotta move a little bit forward, and then someone move to the other side. Okay,
Make a
so
stairs.
you
Make
can
a
just-
stairs.
Yeah, that's it. We need to make a stairs. So Evan, you move a little bit to the right, and then someone jumped.
Look at that. See?
Oh,
Ooh,
hey, not bad, dude.
All right, is that good enough?
I think that's good.
Yeah, and then someone jumps, someone goes on top, I think Brian, and then if they jump on the other side, they can press the red button.
Okay, one
so
sec.
just 2 more jumps. Ooh, that sounds like more than 2.
Oh.
He's way back there.
Guys, that is just damn mystery.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
One of these reveals should
I
just
didn't.
be like an El Presador video that pops up instead.
Go right.
I can't. I need to see. Okay.
Okay. All right.
I can't trust myself.
All right. Here we go.
Okay.
Oh,
a little
shit,
bit to
it's
the
our
right.
time
And
to
then
shine.
Nogla needs to go a little bit to the right. Okay, Pasta.
Barely even move.
I think Pasta can run and jump. She can run and jump.
Oh, she went for it. She went
boy.
for it. And
All right. Okay.
Okay.
Good run up. Good run up. Go. Oh,
Definitely, she's definitely back. She's definitely back. She's definitely back.
Damn it. Okay. Okay. That's
Right.
what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. And she's back.
Okay. Pasta, jump on Evan's head. Give me a go.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, she has to go forward.
Pasta needs to move
Yeah.
to the right.
It's all about that spatial reasoning.
You have fucking
Just a
none.
little more. Just a
Okay.
little more.
Just like. Okay.
This is why you curb your wheels.
Yeah, it is true. Okay, maybe a
Or-
little bit more. Maybe a little bit more.
No, you could also go. Oh,
Oh,
shit.
yeah. Okay, so when it's
No,
coming
I'm
down,
not
I.
risking it.
So when it's coming down, you can move.
This is it. This is it. Show.
Did you do it?
I actually think you did it. I actually think you did it. I actually think you did it first try too.
Damn it.
Hard.
Editor,
Who's
put
this
him
guy
over there.
behind me?
That's it.
There you got it.
Oh, we heard it. Thank God.
There you go.
Yes.
You just gotta go in the door now. Oh my gosh.
4 of us. 4
Four.
of
Hey,
us.
guys.
Okay.
You can move when it's coming down.
Get out of the fucking way.
Shut the fuck up, Nogla.
Gosh.
4 of us. 4.
Freaking Nogla. just freaking shitting on the pastella.
Hey, guys.
Okay.
You can move when it's coming down.
Get out of the fucking way.
Shut the fuck up, Nogla.
She's nothing.
Oh, it's W to jump. Damn it, I keep pressing spacebar.
Who blame Pasta? Who blame the bitch? Blame the bitch. Where's my McFlurry?
Where's my McFlurry? I love the way she's naturally doing a bit of Donald.
McFlurry, you racist.
You can't spell McDonald's without the Donald. Get back here. Get back
Coming
here,
back,
you
I'm
dumb
coming.
bitch.
We actually do need someone to jump
getting
on
it.
it.
Who the
I
fuck?
got it. I got
Someone
it.
got it. Wow, I don't know who did
I
that.
got
but,
it.
Good
The
job.
dumb bitch did.
Pasta, move over to the right. Move over to the right. And then I can jump
I
on
hate
Nogla's head.
this.
What? No. What? No!
Fuck, did that
Hold on, let me
happen?
just use you. Let me just use you.
Scooch over to the right.
Okay, it's open. It's open.
Is it?
Great. I say
Oh,
that
shit,
it's
I left.
open.
Oh, brilliant.
God,
Brilliant.
guys. I can come back. 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 No, I can't. How do I get back?
Down and go left. I think you press
did.
down and go left.
Wait. I hear myself. I think I'm back.
Do you? Do you?
What
There you
up?
go.
See, look at that. When it drops,
wait,
we
wait,
all
wait, don't
fucking
move, don't
spam
move.
right into
Don't-
no,
no, no.
Wow, fuck it, I'm going.
Who did it? Who did it?
I don't know. I
didn't
heard
move,
someone jump,
didn't
so I
move.
panicked.
I didn't move.
You guys are
I didn't move. I didn't move.
Just
All right, go ahead.
go back. I'm gonna. Ed!
I fucking hate every single second of this is torture. Torture.
Okay. You didn't move left.
You laugh like a 50-year-old alcoholic.
Move left. When the curtain comes down, you can see your guy move. Evan, you're stupid. I wish you did webcam. Your stupid fucking face smirking. Nobody's gonna move all the way to the right.
Her left.
Okay, so listen to me, you miserable fucking quim. You're gonna move all the way to the right.
What was that word?
It's a dirty vagina. I think that's what a quim is.
I've heard that before.
Dirty vagina.
Yeah. Can you stop caring what quim is and stop being one and just shut
Never
up?
heard of a quim before.
No. Okay, you're gonna move all the way to the right and just shut
Never
up.
heard of a quim before.
No. Okay, you're gonna move all the way to the right. When the curtain
Can you
goes
move right now?
Can you shut the fuck up for a minute? Just
He
shut
hasn't
the
moved though.
I want no with our. I'm gonna fucking punch it.
That noise is nuts, bro.
That's past when she left.
He hasn't moved though.
I want no with our. I'm gonna fucking punch a bitch.
That noise is nuts, bro.
I need that everyone hold right, except for Nogla, who's gonna hold right and jump. Spam jump, spam
I'm
jump.
gonna be abandoned.
No,
that was it.
He got it.
Oh, good shit, Brian. I can't believe that actually worked. Get in the damn hole.
Thanks.
Jumping.
She's like female Nogla. I
There we
swear,
go.
if it came back up and Evan was standing there at the bottom.
Do I really have to click it?
Level 4. Don't be a pussy. Just hit it. This one's gonna be great.
Oh shit.
I already hit it.
So we're gonna go this way.
Yep.
Oh shit! Oh shit! Look at it!
Oh!
Oh.
Yeah, got his ass. Wait.
Okay, we need the ghost to survive. Oh, you eat shit!
We're really good at that.
Oh shit! Look at it!
Oh! Yeah,
We killed
got
the
his
ghost.
ass.
Okay,
Wait.
we need the ghost to survive.
He killed us.
Eat shit!
We're really good at that.
If you go too right, the ghost
Look
might
right.
go towards. Can I speak?
We want
If
the
you're
ghost. We want to guide the ghost back.
David,
Look right,
David,
Brian.
David, shut the
Look
fuck
right,
up.
Brian.
If
Brian
the
Michael
ghost goes
Hamby, look
towards
right.
Evan, if the ghost
Brian,
goes towards Evan, he's
Brian,
gonna hit the mine.
Look right.
So we all have to.
Look right. Look right. See, and that's kind of the direction we need him to go.
Turn around, you inbred. Everyone look that way.
Okay.
Look right, Brian. Look right, Brian. I figured it out. Look right.
Yeah. Can
Look
you?
right.
Can you?
Just look right.
Whoa.
Yeah, okay.
See? Look away, guys. Look away real quick.
What does that do?
What's that do?
3,
Timer.
2,
Timer.
1.
Oh.
Mother.
I
don't get it.
You gotta do a little shimmy. That's the trick. You do a shimmy.
You can all
Okay.
jump on there, and then you gotta press the button.
Yeah, so someone has to stay behind and press the button.
So there you go.
There you go.
Move
and then
over.
make some space for Brian. And then Brian press the button. And then we
Bring
go.
ghosts or what?
We have to bring them.
Yeah.
Oh!
Bring him closer. Everyone jump on
When
the
we go on the
platform.
platform, we all look away from the ghost to bring the ghost with us. It's like a timing thing.
Look over, look
Okay.
over here.
Has to
I
look
need
away.
you all looking at the ghost, but I need you to make space for me to
All looking
safely
at the ghost.
jump on.
Okay, so.
I need
so
a little
we're
more
okay,
room.
but
I'm
all
gonna
look at-
shit
we're all looking
myself.
at
Okay,
the ghost.
okay. Now look away, look away, look away, look away, look away, look away.
Gotta look away.
Oh.
This fucking latency is dog shit.
I don't know what to do.
Jump on me and Evan's head, and then jump on the green platform, and then look right and shut the fuck up.
You.
And then now
Someone
what?
else, someone else had to look left. I was
Okay.
only talking to
Brian's losing it.
Sarah. I wasn't talking to the rest of you guys. He's dick.
Okay?
She
Don't.
flips out.
Okay? Don't.
I'm in control. I'm in control. You go.
I'm scared by a PNG ghost is pretty good.
Look away, look away, look away.
I can't stop looking at it.
Okay.
Whoa, did
I'm
you hear
looking.
that plane?
Yeah, I did.
God.
What the fuck? I think I'm getting nuked.
Okay, and turn right.
And we're dead.
Oh.
Okay.
That was all. That was pretty
That's-
good.
That was right. Was that not
That
right?
was right, but the ghost is faster than our platform, so at some point we have to keep looking at him and look away. Look at him and look away. Look at him and look away.
Turn right, and then somebody turn left.
Fucking ghost.
Okay, can somebody look at him?
I didn't know we hit the button there. My brain didn't see the numbers. Okay.
I need to get on this side, so keep looking at him, Evan.
Oh.
What is that?
Sound like a Dragon Ball Z character.
It pissed me off. Hey, you still have 15 minutes, bucko. You said you're gonna go
and
about an
honestly,
hour and
the
30
fact that we're not going to be 4 levels in an hour is a fucking disgrace. I think we did what we do before and do it better, dude.
The button.
I forgot.
Okay, turn around at 1 second now.
Look away now.
Nice.
We're good. No, it's good. It's good. It's good. It's good now.
Jump off.
See? Get off the fucker. Get off the fucker.
We did it.
Go!
Checkpoint.
Okay,
We. Okay, we're good to go.
I love how you took care of yourself in that scenario. You just waited for you to be saying, wait.
I got the furnace.
Go ahead.
Go right.
Now we have to time this.
Look away now. Look away now.
He executed that guy.
Okay.
There goes.
I loved in the beginning. I love in the beginning when you were like, yeah, we killed him. Like,
Hold on, Brian.
Look. All you guys look away. I'm looking at him, and I'm gonna look.
As soon as he passes. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
that's fine. That's fine.
So now
we need to move up here.
Listen. So now we need to
gotta
see
go
where.
up here. So
Yeah, Nogla. Where Nogla is. Everyone go to Nogla. Everyone go to Nogla.
Yes.
You're so annoying. Now, Nogla, look away. Oh, look back. Okay, now we gotta go lower.
Okay, now jump on the next platform. You see that green one up top?
About here, about me.
You guys need to jump on that one.
No, but he needs to come at us here.
Okay, we're looking right. We're looking right.
Don't go. Now go.
Oh.
He has the key.
How the fuck do you get it off him? Brian, no, touch the key. No. Someone could just touch the key.
I'm so
nice.
nervous.
There you go.
There it is.
Get me out of here.
Wait,
Okay, Nogla has to go first.
Okay, wait a second. I'll come back out. I'll come back. I'll watch him.
Go.
Yes, she freaks out.
Yes, you little bitch.
Smile.
Guys, we did it.
Nice.
Only 6 more to go.
You don't do all 6.
Let's do it.
Oh yeah.
I'll take an Adderall.
No.
This dude.
Okay, so don't.
This is like some fucking stealth mission. Just happened.
Who the fuck?
Yeah, you can't fall. You can't walk on the black, man. Everyone has to step on a red button.
Go up to Nogla. Go up to Nogla. Do I look like
red
Nogla?
button.
Oh,
Evan,
sorry. Sorry.
Up,
I got
Evan.
nervous.
There we go. That's it.
Oh, we have to lure it. Okay, get spotted. Bring it over to that shadow.
All right, now. Oh my god.
Okay, we have to time that. Come on, guys.
Oh shit, sorry.
Wait, why is my... Why did I do that?
Oh no. You do that, huh?
I think my button was stuck.
Alrighty.
What the hell?
Bro, go left. Go left, Pasta. There. Now stay there.
Then
okay?
lure it.
I'm gonna do the button. No.
Awesome
You choose. You choose. Evan, go down. Evan, go down. Pasta, I want you. 1 second. Pasta, I want you to walk into his vision thing and then. Okay. Finish.
I'm sorry. I understand now.
I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. Different breed, this lot.
Ready?
So if you let me finish, Evan needs to walk in.
I need absolute silence. I need absolute
Evan needs to walk in and then spam it just straight left.
I need absolute silence. All right, here we go.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh no!
We just did it again. It's okay. That was so good.
Hold on. I need absolute silence.
My eyes are just crying.
Okay, guys, I officially have 5 more minutes. That took 5 minutes out of my life.
Oh, no, it's still
you did it before, Evan. You can do it again.
You guys missed them. That was your fault.
It's a fucking tough window.
Here, hold on. What was the other one? There's her. Iron Mouse. This is the one I want to check out. Hold on. This is the one. Okay, let's check this out. Oh.
Uh-oh.
So, cop was driving, and this guy went over the thing here, and the cop was looking at his phone. What the hell? They always fucking give us big fucking fines and charges for looking at the phone, but a cop can look at their phone?
Uh-oh.
See, if he wasn't looking at his phone, he would have noticed that car there. In case you don't see it, look at that. Phone. Cops using it while driving. That's distracted driving. How can cops get to do it? You know, they shouldn't be doing that. They should be setting an example, right?
Oh.
Whoa. Oh, shit.
Oh my god, they hit each other so much the trees turn pink. What the craziest police encounters. Oh my god, hold on. I gotta get tucked in. Hold on, I gotta tuck in. We gotta tuck in. This crazy police encounters. We gotta tuck in. Get cozy. Police encounters.
These are the craziest police encounters ever.
Get cozy in your blanket.
A police officer arrested this guy for driving under the influence.
What is that?
1.8.
What does that mean?
Means you were higher than twice the legal limit.
Uh-oh.
Twice in legal minute?
What the hell? Legal
That's
minute.
me.
What does that mean?
Means you were higher than twice the legal limit.
Twice in legal minute?
How do cops keep a straight face? Like, I don't get it. Like, I would die laughing. Oh shit. Here it comes. Here it comes, run!
Oh!
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! His leg! His leg! His leg! His
This
leg!
cop was texting and driving when.
Oh
Look at that. See that again.
Here it comes. Here it comes.
Oh, watch out. Oh, shit. Oh. Oh. Oh, guys, like hit a little bit. Oh, shit.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! His leg! His leg! His leg! His
This
leg!
cop was texting and driving when he ran into someone who was jumping the
The
curb.
chicken trading true.
Watch out.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh my god! They hit each other so much the trees turn
Oh.
pink. What the? Holy shit!
The trees turned pink. Trees turned pink. Oh.
Single attempt.
Did you see that? Everything
He was
turned
jumping the
pink.
curb.
Oh my god! Was he texting? Was he texting and driving?
Of course, yeah.
Damn, that is fucked. That's
Yep.
messed up.
Yep.
That's messed up, bro. That's messed up.
Yeah.
Single attempt.
Oh my god!
Riding on the rim. Holy fuck.
Someone was arrested and placed in the front seat of a police car. When the officers were busy talking, she took off with the car.
What is she doing?
Go, go, go. Go, let it go.
I just want to know, like, in her brain, like, in people's brains, like, what do they think is gonna happen? Like, do they think they're gonna get away? Like,
Also, too, why?
What is she doing?
Why did these cops?
Officers
Did they put her in the front? Hold on, let's see.
Busy talking.
Yeah, they put it. Why would you put the suspect in the front of the car? These guys ain't too smart. Like.
She took off with the car.
What is she doing?
Stop! Oh.
holy. I just want to know, like, in her brain, like, in people's brains, like, what do they think is gonna happen? Like, do they think they're gonna get away? Like, what goes on through their...
Well, they're most likely thinking since whatever charges or if they had a warrant for the arrest or everything, oh, I'll go ahead and join anyway, so I might also do whatever. Like, they know doing that's going to make it worse, but at that point, they don't care. They're thinking they might as well do something before they go in so they could talk about something or maybe get some credit from it from other prisoners or something, I don't know. Whatever's going through their head, yeah. They're thinking they might as well do something.
Their head that makes them think that they're gonna get away with this shit. Or maybe they just don't give a fuck.
36 suspect just stole my vehicle.
They were able to eventually catch her.
This will be tougher to steal. This is one of our updated, hard to steal models.
This police officer had no idea.
Hard to steal. I mean, you put her in the front seat, you dumbass. Should have put her in the back seat in the first place.
Idea that the person they just arrested was on top of their car.
Wait, what the?
Why is he sitting on top of the car?
Every time this guy gets pulled over, it wasn't
hard to steal models.
This police officer had no idea that the person they just arrested was on top of their car.
What the?
Jesus. How did I not know that?
How the?
Every time this guy gets pulled over, he asks the police to sign his car.
Oh, that's pretty funny.
Alright, man. Have a good one.
Oh,
The police came to arrest.
I'm sorry. Wait a minute. Did you see how many signatures this car got? Oh my god! Also, some of those signatures. What the? What the hell?
Have a good one.
The police came to arrest this guy hiding in a hotel room, but he had other plans instead.
Handwriting. What the? Gabriel.
Don't tense up, man. Where are you going? Where are you going?
He's gonna try to jump out the window. Oh! What the hell?
They were chasing a suspect, and instead of climbing over the fence, this cop decided to run straight through it.
He's going westbound on foot. Westbound on foot.
Uh-oh.
The fence.
He just broke the fence.
He's like fucking.
Oh my god. Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit!
Oh,
As bad as it
Jesus.
might have looked, he wasn't hurt. This person was in jail.
Damage that person's car though.
As bad as that might have looked, he
Plus, those
wasn't
caught on
hurt.
camera.
This person was in jail and tried recording a police officer.
I'm in jail, you guys. I'm in jail. I'm in jail.
The lady
recording a police officer.
I'm in jail, you guys. I'm in jail. I'm in jail.
What the hell? Oh, what the hell?
That girl's wasted.
Oh, what the? What? Oh. Cover, bro.
Whoa. What?
The police received.
Oh.
Oh, okay. Look at that.
Oh, what the?
They did some kind of hook thing on the front of the car to hook the vehicle to stop him.
What?
See?
Oh.
Huh.
Cover, bro.
Damn.
Whoa.
The police received a tip.
What?
I've never seen that kind of system before. Like, that must be new. See?
what the? What?
Then locked on like a hook shot or something, or no, kind of like a javelin maybe, where they stab it into the vehicle and it hooks on. Huh?
Oh, whoa, cool! What the? I've never seen that before. What the? That's something you can do now?
Huh.
Holy shit! He can't get away.
The police received a tip that some thieves are going to steal
Grappler?
items.
Since when have they had that? Since when have police officers have that? That's pretty cool.
Items from a store and bring them out the back door, so they simply waited for them to come out.
Uh-oh.
Oh shit! Caught.
Dumbass.
Who to? Ooh, he's snitching. Everybody, he's snitching. Hey, dude, get back.
The police had to go to this guy.
What the?
Ooh, he's snitching. Everybody, he's snitching. Hey, dude, get back.
The police had to go to this guy's.
Ooh, he's snitching. Everybody, he's snitching. Hey, dude, get back.
The police had to go to this guy's home because he failed to show up to court.
What'd I do? You missed court. No, I didn't.
Romaine, stop. All right, we're not gonna play this with you. All right?
Come on, bro. I'm playing 2K. Y'all blinded.
Okay. You're in the. Hold on. Let's
Oh,
go.
playing 2K.
This officer got a
He's
call.
playing 2K. He's playing 2K, man. He has to play his game.
Romaine, stop. All right, we're not gonna play this with you. All right?
Come on, bro. I'm playing 2K. Y'all blinded.
Okay. You're in the. Hold on. Let's go.
All right, let me put on some clothes.
This officer got a
I
call
think the other guy wants to play too. Yeah, you can't pause an
about
online
an
game.
alligator
Come
at
on,
their front
guys.
door.
Oh shit! Alligator!
Grab his tail. Whoa.
Arrest scene officer! Oh!
Oh, we caught him. Caught him.
Officer, arrest him! Arrest him!
Arrest the alligator. Hang on to him.
This man was very confused when he opened his front door and found a bag of milk taped to it. He looked at the security footage and saw that a police officer put it there.
The hell?
What?
I'll be able to get the 303 references call still, guys.
Why the hell did he tape a bag
The
of milk?
police department released a statement saying that the officer was simply returning the bag of milk to who they believed was the owner.
What?
That's very fishy. Hey folks, we wanted to take a minute and clear the air. We got a few questions from our local media partners today, which we've answered, but we wanted to come to our social media page and clear things up right here because of the amount of attention it's gotten. You know, I've heard of this before, where it's kind of like a marker thing. It's something the police do in a fucked up way to target people. Yeah, let's listen to the thing. One of our officers was called to the 200 block of Bangor Avenue yesterday, blah blah blah, for a check subject call. The officer spoke with the caller, who told him someone specific left a bag with an opaque white liquid that appears to be milk on their door, and they wanted the officer to return it to what they believe was the correct apartment. So our officer did that. That sounds like a bullshit story to me. Although the officer thought he was doing a good deed based off the video footage captured, we recognize this was not the best course of action. We apologize for any confusion. I don't know, man. Something fishy, man, going on right there. That's very sus, man. Very sus indeed. That sounds like some kind of corrupt shit going on. Corruption by police.
Returning the bag of milk to who they believed was the owner.
What?
Yeah, it doesn't make no fucking sense. It sounds like a bullshit cover story. Huh.
To take a minute and clear the air. We've gotten a few questions from our local media partners, but we wanted to come to our social media page to clear things up right here. What? He left a bag with opaque white liquid that appeared to be milk on their door and wanted the officer to return it to what they believed was the correct apartment.
Saying that the officer was simply returning the bag of milk to who they believed was the owner.
What the But why? But why?
Very sus.
Why?
Sus,
I
man.
don't understand. And it's milk.
Yeah. Some kind of entrapment shit, man. Fuck. It's very sus.
What? What the
This cop pulled over his boss that was going 96 miles per hour in a 35 zone.
I just clocked this up at 96 in a 35.
Really? His boss.
They were cops!
He then proceeded to give him a ticket.
His own boss.
Cops going 96 in a 35.
Yeah.
The police were trying to catch...
Police are supposed to be setting an example, but they do that shit, so, huh. Jesus.
Some suspects that ran away.
I'm sorry, what? They were chasing a guy on a scooter?
The police were trying to catch some suspects that ran away into a forest. So this officer pretended that he had a canine unit ready to go.
Don't make us release our canine!
The strategy...
Just fucking... They fucking bluffed him up.
Sorry, I was so stupid.
Let's release our canine!
The strategy actually worked. After a few minutes, the suspects gave up and turned themselves in. Police officers pulled over a man that was driving under the influence. They noticed something moving in the trunk and told him to open it up.
It was a f***ing deer? Let's go!
They were making fun of her because her uniform was too small.
They couldn't find any smaller gear for you? You barely fit in that.
A police officer told their dog to attack the suspect, but the dog was...
No lie.
Her uniform was too small.
Look at her. Small little lady. It's like a... It's actually kind of cute. It's like a little kid trying to be like dressed up like a cop.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. That's how I look wearing adult clothes.
They couldn't find any smaller gear for you? You barely fit in that.
A police officer told their dog to attack the suspect, but the dog was a little confused because they couldn't find anyone threatening.
Put your hands up back of your head now. Right now. Fora. Fora. Hey, Rocco, here. Here. Rocco. No.
The cops running past the guy.
A police officer walked in right when a robbery was happening.
Oh, shit. The dog just runs right past him. He's not scared of anything. The guy. I think it's because that guy has no fear of animals whatsoever. Because, you know, animals like dogs, they especially dogs, they pick up on that. When a person's fearful of them, they'll pick up that. When a person's angry, they'll pick up on that. They just have that animal instinct. And they'll also pick up when a person's stressed or when there's something wrong with the person, like in their head, like if they're crazy. They pick that shit up too. It's due to a bunch of things. It's due to their acute sense of smell, and also their hearing. They can hear things way better than us. That's mostly how they could tell if there's something wrong with a person, or they could tell a person's mood. So this guy's just all calm as fuck. He's not scared or anything. So the dog, that's why the dog ran past him.
Right now. Fora. Fora. Hey, Rocco, here.
The dog ran away.
A police officer walked in right when a robbery was happening.
Oh, shit.
The suspect obviously was caught and was sent to jail. Her K9 unit thought it would be a good idea to jump off this bridge.
Oh shit.
This to jump off this bridge.
Doggy, no. Dog just jumps. Oh shit. Holy fuck. No.
This driver got a police officer to race him.
Oh my god.
What?
Someone was driving when they hit a bobcat with their car. The bobcat was somehow completely unharmed, but was stuck inside the front of the car.
How are they supposed to get that out?
These police officers were gathering information about this woman's car.
Well, it's pretty much, yeah, these kind of vehicles, they're all pretty much plastic in the front, so that kind of like saved him, cushioned the impact, and he got stuck inside there. Whoa, fuck.
These police officers were gathering information about this woman's car that was recently stolen.
That's my car.
That is?
That was my car. Are you kidding me?
Damn, that person has a lot of fucking balls.
Recently stolen.
That's my car.
That's my car.
That is?
That was my car. Are you kidding me?
They're like, oh, I guess we better go get it.
Damn, that person has a lot of fucking balls.
Oh.
Uh-oh, bite pop.
He's rollerblading away from the cops.
Rollerblades!
Officer, arrest me! Now! Arrest me, officer!
Yeah.
A police officer pulled over this other police officer for speeding.
What? I am going into work, my man. Why are you trying to pull me over as I'm going into work?
Because you're going 80 and a 45.
I am going into work.
Okay, where are you going to work?
80 and a 45?
Yeah, 80 and
what
45.
the fuck is this guy thinking? What the fuck is this guy thinking?
Yeah.
Look, trying to pull me over as I'm going into work.
Because you're going 80 and a 45.
I am going into work.
Okay, where are you going to work?
What does it look like I'm dressed for?
What
does it look like I'm dressed for?
My name is Deputy Hilton, and they see your driver's license.
No.
No.
Okay.
The police officer was charged with resisting an officer, reckless driving, and eluding law enforcement. The police officer then later turned himself in to be arrested and was fired. They couldn't believe it when they...
Good. It's a lot of police officers like that don't follow the law and then think they are the law. It's the reason why a lot of people distrust, let alone hate, cops. It's because of cops like those. Especially the corrupt ones. and the ones that are just there with a freaking bully mentality to hurt people, to get satisfaction from intimidating people and hurting people and bullying people.
They saw a police officer.
Damn, he got fired.
That's good.
Damn, holy.
I'm glad that officer, like, I don't trust cops, and I hate cops, but what I do though is I appreciate cops that are like that guy that have that follow the law and actually arrest other cops for not following the law. I appreciate those kind of cops. I wish there was more cops like that. I wish there was more like them.
Papa Wheelie.
Whoa.
These cops pulled him over under the suspicion that he was driving while intoxicated, so he started juggling to prove that he wasn't.
Cool. Damn. Yeah, but what if he can juggle while he's
The police
drunk?
were changing the locks when they suddenly realized that they were at the wrong house.
Hello? What are you doing?
We're here to finalize the eviction.
What eviction?
It was posted a week ago. It was posted last week.
I am caught up on my bills. Nobody has served me an eviction notice.
Hey, we do apologize. We have the wrong house.
Oh my god, are you f***ing
Lawsuit.
kidding me? I cannot believe. And they f***ing destroyed her f***ing lock of her house.
Yeah, like that's a. Jeez, like these cops. Some of them are just dumb. They don't bother double checking, let alone triple checking, making sure they got the right place. They just go in, think, oh yeah, let's go. Yeah.
Dude, someone's gonna get sued. I would be so pissed.
Yeah.
What the
I would be too. I'd be fucking just livid. I'd be fucking pissed that you could fucking fry an egg off my head. Fuck.
We do apologize. We have the wrong house. It's the next door neighbors.
He decided that swimming away from the police was the best option. This guy put a bag of donuts on a fishing pole in front of these cops.
Tempting.
This guy was enjoying his morning coffee when this happened on his front lawn.
What?
A man was taken to court for sentencing of...
He's like, what the fuck, man?
A man was taken to court for sentencing of his crimes when he suddenly sprinted and made an escape.
Oh my god.
Oh shit! Ooh.
Oh
Holy shit!
my god, he landed.
That cop tried to get him. Look at it. Oh, on his back. Ouch! Ouch! Ouch!
Oh my
ouch.
god, he landed.
He almost got him. Look at that. That cop almost got him.
Oh my god.
Right there. Just. Then
Oh my god. Oh my god, he landed.
This family's house was...
He landed on. Oh my god. He landed on his head.
Ouch. Oh. No, he didn't really land on his head. He actually hit the back of his head. If you see, right there, bang! Right on the sharp part of the step. Ouch. But it looks like, are those wooden or are those covered with those plastic rim things, or those steps that prevent the thing from wearing down? Like, I think it might just be wooden stuff, but still, if those are cement steps, ouch, fucking ouch. The guy's definitely all concussed, like, for sure. So that's why he's like, oh.
This family's house was on fire, and they had basically no sense of urgency, and the police officer was getting frustrated.
You need to get out! I'm gonna break the window. Watch out! You gotta get out! I can't let you get hurt. Oh. Where's the dog?
He's giving them pop. What the hell?
What?
I'm sorry. Did he just fucking hand the cop soda? What the?
Yeah, he's like, here, take my soda.
Why? Are these people okay?
Yeah. Like their house is on fire, and you just clearly see that there's smoke collecting up in there. What the hell?
Where's the dog? What?
Marco, why do you have 2 cans of soda in his pocket?
Because the house is on fire, man.
Oh.
The police came to stop these protests.
What?
Nope.
Oh my god!
The cop. Oh.
The police came to stop these protesters, but they got stuck in the mud.
Oh,
the mud
no.
appeared to have no effect on the wizard whatsoever.
Oh, the wizard! The wizard! He's not affected by the mud! Wait, is this just like a bunch of people LARPing?
The mud wizard. The mud wizard.
They should have been wizards.
These police officers were looking for a fugitive on the run, but lost him somewhere in the neighborhood. They asked one of the homeowners through their doorbell camera if they know where he went.
See if your camera picked up any motion.
He's in my trash can.
Uh-oh.
He's in my dumpster in my
Where's that at?
backyard. He's in my trash can by my garage.
Oh.
Get out!
This police officer grabbed some random child's bicycle to try and chase down a suspect.
Did you see a guy on a scooter?
Well, like, it's not uncommon. They used to commandeer a lot of different things back in the day too, so bikes included. So, I mean, the cop, you know, they have to conserve their stamina, or when he's running low on stamina, he needs something. So, and I'm pretty sure the owners understand the bike was returned afterwards. those people
see a
looking.
guy on a scooter?
Cop riding the bike, they're like,
Oh my god,
Yeah,
you
thought we were gonna catch you, were we, huh?
took our bike!
The police couldn't
No,
get
you're
this
not.
guy that was in a wheelchair.
Call 911.
Were we, huh?
Took our
This guy's
bike!
running with the gun. No, you're
The
not.
police couldn't get this guy that was in a wheelchair to pull over.
Uh-oh.
The guy in the wheelchair don't give a fuck.
Oh my god. Yo, he's
Well,
rolling
the
on
police were
that
sitting there waiting for this guy that
wheelchair.
was trying to sneak out of his bank.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
What the?
Oh. No, oh.
He said, "Motherfucker."
Get out. Get out.
What did he think was gonna happen? What the fuck did he think was gonna happen? Wait, what?
Oh, get out.
Excuse me, is that okay to pet?
Yeah.
A very
He pets
concerned
him.
neighbor called the police because they thought there was a dead body in this woman's car.
So we got a call. Somebody's concerned. Are you like a hairstylist?
No.
So there's like hair hanging out of your thumb.
Oh my Jesus.
Someone's
Oh,
like.
that's my weed. Oh, hold on. That's my wig.
Wait, hold on. Hold on, we'll be right back. Oh. Yeah, it's just somebody knocking on the door.
Oh, hold on.
There's like hair hanging
Hair.
out of your thumb.
Oh my Jesus.
Someone's
Oh,
like.
that's my weed. Oh, hold on. That's my wig. Hold on.
You're right there, yeah.
This guy was just released from prison, but his family asked some police officers to pretend that he was getting arrested again.
Yes, my guy.
Oh my
No.
god. Hell no.
Where'd you get yours?
That's so
That guy's like,
This
just getting out. No, so he's getting arrested. He's like, oh man, really? Are you serious?
This police officer did not like how fast this biker was going.
Oh.
No, no, no. Whoa.
The suspect was running from police when these cows tracked him down.
So he's in a field. He's actually being chased by some cows at the moment.
The cows actually pushed the suspect towards the police where he was arrested.
They're falling.
Help the police.
I'll tell you when you're near him.
Thank you,
Wow.
The cows.
This guy
Thank the
found
cows.
a tactical way to escape from the police. This police officer tried to stop a crocodile with a towel.
Yo. Ooh,
Oh my
fuck.
god!
Those
These
things are
police
fucking
officers
fast.
received a call that there was a home intruder in their house.
Police, let me see your hand. That's a deer. It's a deer. It's a deer.
Police.
That's a deer. It's a deer. It's a deer.
The deer. There we go. You got
She
it.
had a crush on this police officer.
Officer Pavlakis, I want to thank you for your service and thank you for pulling me over, okay? Anytime. Okay, you can pull me over again.
The police were looking for a
Oh my god, flirting with a police officer, Jesus Christ.
suspect and last saw him running towards his house.
He's right there.
Oh,
Oh, nice.
flip.
Go. Ew. Fuck.
This cop was getting bullied by some turkeys.
Get out of the road.
Oh, damn. Oh, no. Turkeys are scary. Turkeys are so scary.
These cops went to go save this horse from a fire, but the issue was that this horse refused to move.
Come on, boy. Out. Let's go.
Careful, don't get
Come on.
kicked.
Come on. Come on, boy. Come on. Come on, Christian. I'm trying. Help us pull! Help us! Help us pull! Come on!
What the?
Oh, there you go.
The police arrested this guy, and when they checked his pants, they saw that it was filled with hamsters.
Animal abuse.
What the heck?
What the heck?
What?
Bunch of hamsters in his pants?
Why does he have so many gerbils in his pants?
This police officer agreed to let a magic 8-ball decide whether the driver gets a ticket or not.
That looked good. Oh! That you're gonna get a ticket? No, I said you're not. I won't get a ticket. There you go.
A group of snowplow drivers worked together to stop a suspect that the police were chasing.
Always keep a magic 8-ball in your car. You never know. Uh-oh.
The hell?
They thought it was a good idea to overtake a police car that was going too slow.
Go.
Shut
Not very, not really wise.
We're like 61.
I hope he pulls you over. Oh my god, he's pulling you over!
Why?
No.
What idiot?
Oh,
The police were raiding this home, so this guy asked to help out.
Y'all need some help?
This officer
Yeah,
saved
need
this
some
guy that was sleeping on a bridge.
Oh god!
Oh shit. Did you get him?
Oh my
Oh,
god.
he got him.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. How?
Someone randomly pepper sprayed this guy for no reason and ran away, so he called the police. He then asked the police to record a video for his boss, explaining why he is late for work.
The cop's gonna explain what happened, but I don't know if I'm gonna be able to come into work.
Keevan here was pepper sprayed early this morning, so he might be a little late or not come in today.
Yeah.
This food delivery driver just got arrested.
Poor
with his
guy, look at
officer
that.
Kevin's gonna explain what happened.
to record a video for his boss, explaining why he is late for work.
The cop's gonna
Look at his eyes.
explain
They're puffy as
what
fuck.
happened, but
Holy fuck. Ouch.
I don't know if I'm gonna be able to come into work.
Kevan here was pepper sprayed early this morning, so he might be a little late or not come in today.
Yeah.
Who the hell pepper sprayed him?
Food delivery driver just got arrested, but this officer was still willing to deliver the food.
That's very nice of him.
No, I'm not who you're expecting, but your driver got arrested for negligence and care. So I figured I'd complete the DoorDash. Take care.
What a nice cop.
No. Oh, he goes around.
No?
Whoa.
Oh shit. Is that a goat? What the?
The goat. The goat.
There was nobody on board this runaway boat, so a police officer had to jump on to stop it.
We already saw this one. Wow.
Just going.
Goat simulator.
This officer moved this hay bale that weighs over 600 pounds off the road.
How the f did he do that? Oh my god, he's strong as sh.
Yeah, strong guy, man. Those fucking things are heavy too.
How did he do that? How is he so strong? Oh my god,
Yo.
this man goes to the gym!
This delivery guy was dedicated enough to deliver a package to the same house the police were currently raiding.
Oh.
Oh my god.
The cop's like,
Amazon.
they'll take it.
A police officer ran into this biker because he was texting and driving.
Oh.
You mother.
Lawsuit.
Driving police!
You looking at your phone, officer? You gotta text the other officer.
This suspect tried to sneak out
Still no excuse. Still no excuse. Texting and driving. That's a felony. That's a chargeable offense.
of a police vehicle in Russia.
He's like,
what?
He just walks on. Oh, they're gonna go get him.
Someone called the police because the party was too loud, so the police joined in.
Oh,
Police joining the party.
This police
I'm
officer.
just gonna say something. That guy's tall as hell. What the?
This police officer pulled him over because he thought the sandwich was a phone.
The reason for the stop is I saw your cell phone in your hand when you were driving, okay?
That was a sandwich.
It was, I saw your phone.
My phone?
Yeah.
Oh.
It wasn't, I know what a sandwich looks like. It was your phone.
He doesn't know what a sandwich looks like.
Alright, so it was a rectangular thing, whether it was your wallet, your phone, it was...
That's a lawsuit right there.
It looked like your phone.
Okay.
Alright? So that's why I'm pulling you over.
Okay.
All good. Alright?
Yep.
And then, all he has to do is just submit the video evidence in the lawsuit, and he wins. Easy 10,000 right there. It depends. Usually it's somewhere around 10 to 20,000.
My phone witch.
Some guy thought it would be possible.
She's all mad.
Some guy thought it would be possible to run away from the police while also bringing his trailer home with him.
Oh no, what
Damn.
idiot.
That is the end of this video. I really hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys again very, very soon. Later.
I get
Really hope you
Women
enjoyed,
shouldn't be police
and I'll see you
officers. That's a big mistake, that DEI crap. Yeah, women shouldn't be police officers at all.
guys again very, very soon. Later.
I can't wait for part 2.
She's just hiccuping away.
See you guys again very, very soon. Later.
I can't wait for part 2.
That's cute. The reason why there's so much videos where watch 2 women police officers wrongly fire into house. Watch. We're here. Here it is.
Sheriff's office!
The time, just after 2 a.m. last Saturday morning, deputies called to the report of a burglary at the second-story apartment off Uvalde.
Now, this is why women shouldn't be in the police force at all. Same as the military. They shouldn't be there at all. Period.
Road in northeast Harris County. They're on high alert after seeing a broken front window. Officers unloading more than 24 rounds through the front of the apartment. One deputy reloading her gun and continuing to shoot.
Jesus.
Go down, go down.
See, that's why women be in the police force. They can't control their their emotions. They can't keep themselves under control. They're frantic. They're fearful all the time. Just unstable all the time because basically their hormones are always changing all the time. So yeah, they're just not suited for police work or in the military. I'm not saying to be me. I'm just stating the facts.
Go down.
A woman on the other side of the wall, identified as Ebony Pouncey, shot several times.
Charles Club, we need people. Shot fired.
Deputies only then finding Ebony is supposed to be here. Her friend rents this place. They broke their own window to get in after forgetting their keys, the friend said in an interview on Friday.
I told Ebony to break the window. That would have been the third time.
I hope they sued him and won.
The window would have been broken since I stayed here. We were there for about 20 minutes. The next thing I know, I hear loud banging on the door.
That banging is deputies.
Ebony grabbed her gun and ran to the door.
The next time she saw her friend, she was shot several times. A neighbor downstairs filming this video.
I live here. Please don't shoot. This is my home.
That same neighbor initially calling 911 to report a burglary after hearing his neighbor break her own window.
The only crime that was committed that day was done by the police. It was unjust, it was inhumane, and it was not okay.
The two deputies that you see in the video there, they are still on paid administrative leave, which is standard protocol for any officer involved shooting. Now, the Harris County Sheriff's Office, they say they're still investigating this incident. Only when that investigation is done will we know if these deputies...
Let's see if they... the fate of two Harris County female police officers who shot woman 7 times. So what happened? Did they win? They win or what? So what happened? Did they win? I can't hear anything. What the hell?
I'm traumatized. I'm heartbroken. I feel stripped of my identity. And I would like for them to not just be placed on administrative leave. I don't think they deserve to have badges.
Yeah.
I don't think protocol was followed that night or morning. I have a baby, a beautiful baby girl. She knows that I'm not able to do the things I was able to do before. And I'm not able to be as attentive with my baby. She's only 1. So that's probably the hardest part. I started seeing holes in the walls as I was standing there. And then I realized it was something coming through the apartment. I thought it was something outside, but it was something coming from outside to inside. I see blood, not necessarily wounds. I see blood everywhere.
I know it's hard, but you speaking up really matters. We all know that every American citizen right now is keenly aware of their Second Amendment rights and their rights to bear arms, to have a gun, to protect their home, to protect themselves. Ebony was a law-abiding American citizen. Black people have a right to the Second Amendment as well. Why is it a presumption that we, don't...
Now, this happens with Caucasian people as well. Cops just doing stupid shit and unlawful stuff against Caucasian people as well. Watch cop paralyzed man. Yeah. Was it this one? No. Paralyzes Caucasian man. Where's that one I saw here? Basically, this cop slammed this Caucasian man to the ground and paralyzed him. Just fucked him up for life. Like this one here.
First here at 5 o'clock, new details on what life is like for Randy Cox.
You may recall he's the man who was paralyzed in June from the chest down in New Haven police custody.
Police officer was accountable.
Oh, that's not the one. What the hell was that one? $20 million in settlement. Huh. Yeah, see that Yuba City Army veteran paralyzed from running with police gets $20 million settlement. Good, good. So,
tracking some of the other big stories.
This doesn't just happen to black people. It happens to Caucasian people as well. The injustice and abuse and brutality by cops. Not all cops, but a lot of cops.
Following at 5, a Yuba City man won a $20 million lawsuit against the city's police department.
This all comes after a use of force case back in April 2020. ABC 10's Jeannie Nguyen is here now to explain the settlement and how the police chief is responding.
Laura and Chris, Yuba City Police Chief did apologize to that man during a press conference today. And this all started as a DUI stop, but it ended with that man losing the ability to walk for the rest of his life.
Jesus.
Greg Gross was once an active man, but that all changed.
Ow! I'm not resisting!
In April 2020, when he was stopped by Yuba City police officers for DUI, body camera video shows Gross was handcuffed as officers tried to walk him to the unit, but he ended up on the ground.
It's called paying compliance. When you stop resisting.
Ow! I'm not resisting! Why are you doing this?
Because you're just not going with the
Look how they're bending him, man. You're gonna break his freaking back.
program.
Shortly after, officers tried taking Gross to the hospital, but once again, he ended up on the ground.
See, even he's saying I can't breathe. He's saying he can't breathe, and look how they're treating him. Just like with George Floyd. He said he couldn't breathe too, but the cop was still leaning his knee on the back of his neck. Look at that. Some of these cops don't care. They're just brutal towards black people and Caucasian people. And this guy here, this Caucasian guy, is a veteran. Look how they're treating him.
And we've done it again.
Officers didn't believe Gross when he said he couldn't stand up.
Stand up. Come on, you're a man. Be a man.
I can't feel my leg.
You can feel your leg.
They fucked him up.
Gross, with a bloody face, eventually gets wheeled into the hospital. From that incident, Gross completely lost the ability to use his legs and hands.
It broke his neck.
Oh.
As a result of it breaking his neck, he was paralyzed.
During a press conference today, more than 3 years later, Gross settled a lot.
Jesus, they took his fucking life away from those fucking assholes. Yeah. Imagine the anger and the pain that this guy and his family that they went through. If that happened to my grandfather, or someone in my family, I'd be fucking pissed. I would want vengeance. But we know that's not viable. Like, you could try it, but just cops have too much power nowadays. You can't even get proper justice hardly. Well, right here he got justice. But not every Caucasian person gets justice, same as not every black person gets justice either. A lot of these corrupt cops, whether they're black or Caucasian, they get away with shit like this.
Lawsuit with Yuba City for $20,354,000.
Unfortunately, on April 12th, 2020, we missed the mark. And for that, Mr. Gross, I'm sorry.
We missed the mark. Don't you mean... I hate when they say we missed the mark, or they can't properly take responsibility either. They can't say something like we failed. Basically, we were wrong. They never say that. They never say we fail or we were wrong in their actions and choices. Pretty much like feminists.
Yuba City Police Chief Brian Baker emphasized this incident doesn't reflect the service they provide to the community, and that changes have been implemented.
Okay.
We have regular random audits of body cam footage from our interactions with our community members. We have implemented and are utilizing an early warning system to monitor the use of force by our officers.
And while he's grateful for the changes, Gross says he's still in disbelief that this happened.
I couldn't understand how someone could be in a position of authority and was acting like that and treating another human being like that.
Now, Gross's attorney says Gross was initially charged for DUI and resisting arrest. He pled no contest for the DUI, and the other charge was dropped. As for the officers, his attorney says the officer who actually broke his neck is no longer with the department.
No longer with the department, but also not charged either. So, you know what? That's fucked up. A lot of those cops, they get let go, fired from the department. They simply just go to another county and get hired by another police agency because they got that special law enforcement certificate that allows them to get hired in pretty much any county throughout America, throughout the United States. Same thing in Canada. Canada too. They get that special law enforcement certificate that allows them, even if they get fired from one precinct or one police agency in like let's say Manitoba, they can simply go over to the next province and get hired there. It's fucked up.
You're watching new and exclusive video. For the first time, you'll see the man who is deaf, beaten and tasered by Phoenix police, give his side of the story.
Tracking some of the other.
Yeah, they do messed up shit all the time. It's fucked up. Whether it be against black people or Caucasian people, there's a lot of corrupt cops out there. Good. I'm glad that veteran got $20 million. It pretty much just took his life away from him. This guy too. Oh jeez, another paralyzation. Holy fuck. Yeah, police accountability. Yeah, it's hardly that around anymore. Well, anyways, yeah, this is getting me too pissed off. Let's move on to something else. Check out Christian Grace for a second.
Welcome back to my channel. Today is another reaction video. Like the video on your way in. Let's get straight into it.
The upper middle class professional women are unhappy, miserable. They want, and they don't know why they're unhappy. They want to blame it on men. Okay, the men must change. Men must become more like women. No, that is the wrong way to go. Okay, it's when men are men. Okay, and understand themselves as men, are secure as men. Then you're going to be happier. All four of my grandparents and my mother were born in Italy. So I remember from my earliest years in this factory town in upstate New York where my relatives came to work in the shoe factory. I can remember still, okay, the life of the agrarian era, okay, which was for most of human history, okay, the agrarian era, where there was the world of men and the world of women, and the sexes had very little to do with each other. Each had power and status in its own realm. Right? And they laughed at each other, in essence. Okay? Yeah. The women had enormous power. In fact, the old women ruled, not the young, beautiful women like today. Okay? But the older you were, the more you had control over everyone, including the mating and marriage.
Yeah, because they were respected. The elders were always respected, whether it be the men or the women. The elders were always respected because they had age and they knew a lot of things. They were the ones that came from before and knew a lot of things. So that's why they held a lot of power, because of respect.
There were no doctors, so you had the old women were like midwives and knew all the ins and outs of this inherited knowledge about pregnancy and all these other things. Right? I can remember this and the joy that women had with each other all day long, okay, cooking with each other, companions to each other, talking, conversing. My mother remembered as a small child in Italy, when it was time to do the laundry, they would take the laundry up the hill to the fountain, Il Sorgo, okay, and do it by hand. They would sing, they would picnic, and so on, all right? And we get a glimpse of that in the Odyssey, when Odysseus is thrown up naked on the shores of Phaeacia, all right? And he hears the sound of women, young women laughing and singing, and it's Nausicaa, the princess, bringing the women to do the laundry. Okay, it's exactly the same thing, right? So there was each gender had its own hierarchy, its own values, its own way of talking, and the sexes rarely intersected. Like I can remember in childhood, on a holiday, typical, it could be a Christmas, it could be a Thanksgiving, whatever, the women would be cooking all day long, everyone would sit down to eat, okay, and then after that, okay, the women would retire en masse to the kitchen, and the men would go, I would look at through the window and see all the men would be all outside, usually gather around the car, okay, at a time when cars didn't work as well as they do today, with the hood up, okay, and the men would be standing with their hands on their hips like that, everyone's staring at the engine, okay, and I went, that's how I learned, okay, men were refreshing themselves by studying something technical and mechanical after being with the women, okay, you know, during the dinner, okay, so all of these problems of today are the direct consequence of women's emancipation and freedom from housework, thanks to capitalism, okay, which made it possible for women to have jobs outside the home for the very first time in the 19th century, no longer to be dependent on a husband or father or brother, right? And so this great thing that's happened to us, that allowing us...
Yeah, basically feminism. Because the corporations and companies wanted to increase their profits and whatnot, their revenues.
Us to be totally self-supporting, independent agents has produced all this animosity between men and women, because the women feel unhappy. Women today, wherever I go, whether it's Italy or Brazil or England or America, okay, or Toronto, okay, the upper middle class professional women are unhappy, miserable. They want, and they don't know why they're unhappy. They want to blame it on men. Okay, the men must change. Men must become more like women. No, that is the wrong way to go, okay? It's when men are men, okay, and understand themselves as men, are secure as men, then you're going to be happier.
Yeah, I mean, she's not wrong at all. And I think it's very frustrating as a woman, and she's clearly frustrated. You can see this, and I understand that frustration, because it's very frustrating when you're a woman, because you have that feminine nature to want to help and to want to help other women. And you can see so clearly, like this lady can, what the issues in our current philosophy are, and what the issues in our current behavior are, and how easily it can be fixed, and how easy, I guess, it could be to be happy and to have harmony between the sexes. But women seem to have just got it completely wrong. On the flip side, feminists think the same thing. They genuinely believe that what they are doing is helping other women. They think that they're leading women down the path of empowerment, down the path of freedom, but they don't realize that they're leading women down the path of destruction. And on the other side of that, they think that people like myself, people like this lady.
Yeah, they're basically indoctrinated. They're indoctrinated so much to the point that they run on delusion instead of living in reality. That's very unfortunate.
Here are the ones leading women down this path of destruction, and it's just divide not only between the sexes, but divide between women. You know, when you talk about the divide between the sexes, okay, sure, you have these, you know, certain liberal types of men, the kind of blue pill guys who, you know, kind of fall subject to feminism. I believe it's just a mating strategy. I don't think any male, if he's really, you know, left alone with other males and has his head screwed on, that he would fall for any kind of blue pill nonsense.
Yep.
But typically, you know, men mostly agree on most things. But women, in the wake of feminism, not only are we divided against men, we are also divided amongst ourselves. But no one wants to talk about that. They just want to blame men. They don't want to talk about that there are female voices who also are saying, hang on a minute, I don't think this feminism thing is all that good for us, and I don't think it's actually serving a purpose in the world or for us. I don't think it's very fulfilling for us as women.
Time second wave feminism revived, okay, which was with Betty Friedan's co-founding of Now in 1967.
I've spoken about this Betty Friedan before, and you know, the whole meeting that happened, and I'm sure you guys have heard it all before, but the whole inception of second wave feminism is just completely sinister. It's all designed to destroy the family, to destroy monogamy, to promote promiscuity, to promote homosexuality, and to promote Marxism, essentially.
Yep.
I was out of sync with them. Okay, so when suddenly they revived and began complaining about men and all that stuff and so on and so forth, and I'm going, you know, I hated it. Okay, and I was all out, and it was early clashes that I had with those feminists from the start. I tried to join second wave feminism, and they wouldn't have me. They kept them because I would not badmouth men. Because you see, these women like Amelia Earhart and so on, they did not badmouth men. Okay, they admired men. They admired what men had done. Okay, and what they said was, we demand equal opportunity for women, which give us the opportunity to show that we can achieve at the same level as men, as who did all these great things. That was not the tone, okay, of second wave feminism from the start. It was always like, men, patriarchy, blah, 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 yum, 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 like this and so on. A bunch of them. I mean,
So,
these women.
I disagree with her initial point. The idea that women can do things the same as men, I just think, is just absolutely preposterous. It's not true. It is delusional, and it is just as delusional as, you know, bad-mouthing men, because it's inadvertently bad-mouthing men. It's covertly bad-mouthing men. It's, you know, we can do the same thing. So it's like, if you can do the same thing, then what's the point of men? You see what I'm saying? Like, it's not quite saying men are so bad, but it is saying men aren't that great because we can do it too. So it's still, you know, it's still kind of the same. It's just almost more sinister because it's like hiding the fact that it is still the same thing.
Authentic leftism is populist, okay? It is based in working class style, working class language, working class direct emotion, an openness and brusqueness of speech, okay? Not this fancy contorted jargon of the pseudo-leftists of academe, who are frauds. These people who managed to rise to the top at Berkeley, at Harvard, at Princeton, okay? The idea that these people are radical, they are career people, they're corporate types, okay, who succeeded in, and they love the institutional context. They know how to manipulate the bureaucracy, which has totally invaded and usurped, okay, and academe everywhere, okay? These people are company players. They could have done well in any field, okay? They love to sit in endless committees. They love bureaucratic regulation and so on. There's not one leftist, okay, in American academe raised his or her voice against the obscene growth of tuition costs, which have bankrupted a whole generation of young people. Not one voice, okay, to challenge that invasion by the bureaucrats, okay? Yeah. Absolute fascist bureaucrats, okay? Who have added, they're cancerous, okay? There's so many of them. The faculty have completely lost any power in American academia, okay? It's a scandal what has happened, okay? And they deserve the present servitude that they're in right now, okay? Because they never protested. Yes. My first job at Bennington College, 1976, I was there, when there was an uprising by the faculty against encroachment by the Board of Trustees and the president, okay? And it was a huge thing. It was reported on the New York Times and so on. And we pushed that president out, okay? And there's not been a single uprising of that kind against encroachment by the trustees and by the administrations. In all these decades, okay, passive slaves, they deserve their slavery.
Yeah, I mean, she's not wrong, and essentially she is highlighting the fact that at the root of feminism is this kind of leftist ideology. It is just kind of nodding along, you know, and the whole inception of second wave feminism, you know, when you look at people like Gloria Steinem and, you know, the involvement of the CIA and, you know, the Rockefellers, it's all just kind of nodding along like, okay, these are the orders that the higher ups have given, and we're just kind of nodding along to make things easier. So there's a comment here that has really caught my attention, and it says, how do you destroy women? Give them everything they demand. And I think this is really important because, first of all, it's absolutely right. And I think it's true for a lot of humans, mostly women, but a lot of humans. Life is the pursuit. It's the journey. It's the pursuit of a goal. So if you get the goal, and you don't have to work, and that is essentially what it is to be a woman. You're always going to create a journey for yourself. You're always going to create a struggle. And hot take, I think that's what feminism is. I think it's what it's always been. It is women who have life on easy mode making problems out of nothing. Because, you know, to struggle is to live in one form or another. Obviously, I'm not saying you have to struggle to the degree of, you know, basic needs, but life is the pursuit of something. It is the journey. And if you've got nothing to overcome, so to speak, and if you can't look inwards and see what there is to overcome within yourself and, you know, the inner journey, then you look outwards and you create these struggles or perceived struggles in order to find something to overcome and to conquer. So that's what I think feminism ultimately is. I think it was women who were bitter, resentful, and jealous of the fact that men had very obvious and set things to overcome with work, with war, etc., etc.
Yeah.
And these particular women who had, you know, the core of second wave feminism, who didn't have children, who weren't married, who were quite often on drugs and mentally unstable. They needed something. They needed something to hate. They needed a common enemy, and they needed a struggle.
Yeah.
Because with struggle comes purpose, right? So they turned men into that struggle. They created this fallacy of the patriarchy and how it is oppressive, and they ran with it. They ran with it, and the people in power saw an opportunity to make a lot of money off of these crazies, and it worked, and it continues to work today.
Pretty much, yeah.
The whole idea of feminism is just women trying to understand their purpose and getting it all wrong, and trying to create the same struggles as men, which is kind of ironic when you look at it. When there was that comedian lady, wasn't there, who pretended to be a man, and you know, she was a man for a while, and she unalived herself.
Yeah.
Not that that is funny in any way whatsoever, but
Yeah, Nora Vincent. Yeah. She was a feminist, and she wanted to see if she could prove certain things or see if things were true about men. But then once she found out, totally blew her worldview on men, blew her mind. And yeah, really great lady. Her message is really awesome. And a lot of feminists don't like talking about Nora Vincent. They don't like talking about her at all. You mention Nora Vincent, they freak out. They freak out bad.
what I'm saying is that it's kind of ironic how women want the same struggles as men, but yet when they get them, it's far too much for them to handle. There's a reason that God made men and gave men their specific struggles, and there's a reason he made women, and there's a reason we're different. Feminists don't understand that, but we will continue to try and get the message through. But that's just what I think. Why don't you let me know what you think in the comment section below. As always, if you like this video, please do give it a thumbs up on your way out. Be sure to subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell, and click the drop down arrow and select all to make sure that you're notified of all of my videos. And if you would like to consider donating to the channel, you can do so by clicking the link in the description at buymeacoffee.com. I really appreciate you guys' support. It means more to me than you could actually know. So thank you so much for all of the donations so far. And on that note, I will see you very soon in the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.
All right. So I'm going to take you over to Twitch because I'm going to go offline and, well, I'm not offline. I'm going to go end the streams in a few minutes here so that way I can go back to building some PCs. Back to work. Yeah, I got a lot of work to do still. Let's see, who can I pass you to that's interesting? Oh, there's a lady with big boobies. If you want to see that.
Thank you guys for staying up with me, by the way.
She's playing that.
Those of you who...
But, I mean, it's like purple, yellow lemonade, right?
Ren is playing Doom.
I'm learning more and more every day.
I think, you know what? I think I'll pass you up to Buck Foozy, maybe? Or maybe Rallied. Hold on, let me check what Rally's doing. Oh, he's AFK, okay. He's AFK. He's AFK. He must be having a bathroom break. Freaking guy. Leaving everyone hanging. They're waiting for him to play game, but he's just letting them hang. What a guy. Rust. Yeah, I've seen so much of that. Let's see, it's like a Buckfoozle. Okay, well, is he really on a lot of AFK as well? Mika Vampire's playing. her avatar. Oh. I was gonna pass to Buck Fuzzy, but he's not here. Oh, there he's back.
Oh yeah!
All right.
Oh my God, the party's still going! Boom, boom, baby.
All right. I'm gonna hand you over to Buck Fuzzy. Everybody ready?
Oh yeah!
Here we go.
All right, everybody. Here's the scoop-de-doop. We have to shotgun one more beer. Before we fully slarge, holy crap, thank you so much for the raid, Patsy George. Pasty George, my apologies. How was your stream? Girth Brooks with the 5 bomb. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. So freaking much, man. I appreciate you. I'm so stoked. You have some cool shit going on in life, and I'm happy for you, my friend. You're just chatting. What were you chatting about? Let's chat about it here, too. I'm ready. Tell me. What do you got? What do you got? What do you got?
Okay, it was good. It was mostly...
What do you got?
Reaction video watching.
Let's go. All right. 3, 2, 1. Full slarge.
There it goes. I gotta go now. Got PCs to build. Finally kicked butt.
There we go. But I gotta go now. Got PCs to build. All right, I understand. Thank you for the raid. Take care of yourself. Go build your PCs and enjoy yourself. Valhub, how are you doing? Have fun and kick butt. You too,
right,
my friend. What, no crush on the forehead? Oh my God.
But anyways, yeah.
If I was able to get a small twist in the can first, you know, like if we were able to just crimp it and slightly twist,
yeah,
I can.
But anyways, I gotta go now, so I'll be back again tomorrow, as usual, at 9 p.m. till whatever time. Yeah, so I have to get building those PCs now. But yeah, thanks for watching, and thanks for watching me on the stream, and till next time.